Hello.
Yep.
Hello. Welcome. How are we doing, everyone? Okay, the cameras are going to be a little messed up for a second, but welcome. Welcome. We're live.
Just
Oh. Minkus.
Fourth rat? No way.
Eventually, Bree's gonna require her own teleportation spell
Yeah.
for her and her 6 rats.
Yeah. Well, hello everyone. Welcome. The cameras are messed up because not everyone has their camera on, so but I'm too lazy to rearrange them because I'll just have to rearrange them back. So I'm Helios now.
Oh, who am I?
You're Duncan.
Gross.
Duncan is Logan. Logan is me. Britsha is TSM,
Let's
and Helios
go.
is Britsha.
Okay,
Not mind
guys,
if someone
I'm
steals
gonna
my
get
identity.
a
You find
Freaky
out.
Friday, but with 6 different people.
Oh god.
So,
April Fool's campaign day.
I've never seen Freaky Friday. What happens in that movie?
Well, spoiler alert, takes place on a Friday.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't either.
They switch. A teenage girl switches bodies with her mom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking Parent Trap for some reason.
Well, that's also a Lindsay Lohan movie, so.
I went there
okay.
both ways.
Yeah, there's
that's
like.
the one where one girl becomes 2 girls. And that just shows how screwed up being a divorce.
And then
will
one
make
of them
you.
goes and lives in Africa, and that's how you get Mean Girls. What if there's
Oh,
the Lindsay Lohan cinematic universe, and they're actually all the same character?
Oh, is Africa where she meets like the magic Volkswagen Beetle?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Wait, is she in Herbie?
yeah,
Yeah.
What?
yeah. In the 2000s
I think Herbie had a
version.
sequel too.
It did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I watched as a kid.
No, I didn't grow up with Herbie. I grew up with motherfucking Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Well, okay, so
Pretty
Herbie
fast.
was also a thing in the 60s, but then they made a reboot in, Herbie Fully Loaded, which is it? I don't know if it's supposed to be a weed joke or not, but you know.
I don't know enough about
It's Herbie Fully
It was-
Loaded.
There was 5 original Herbie movies.
Michael Keaton
the
was in
last
that.
one's called Herbie Goes Bananas.
And only the first 2 are any good.
That's the last one. He went 2 bananas.
Yeah. So, anyways, well, I don't know why I went to the cast thinking that I was gonna see an actor cast as Herbie. My brain
Who
just
played the
broke for
car?
a second, and I thought it was gonna be like this actor played Herbie, but it's
Arnold
not, the car
Schwarzenegger
doesn't
as
talk.
Herbie.
It
Did you
just-
think it'd be like an animal, or it was actually like 12 different Volkswagen Beetles?
yeah. Okay.
You just list all their VIN numbers or something?
There's
Yeah.
a midget inside of Herbie, like he's R2-D2 or something.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah. Well, thank you, Helios. We're gonna go ahead and get started here with at least with our recap, and then we'll see what's going on. So, what happened last time?
Well, we discovered that in the lore of the dragons, there's a secret third thing.
Huh.
And we're now going to explore the realm of the purple gem dragon.
Ah, the intersex dragon.
A couple of things
No,
happened.
we started out. Yeah, before that,
I don't remember what I went before that.
Adau did a little snooping in the court of the Jarl to see.
Adau ruined
Dwarf
our
King.
ability to view the Jarl.
Yeah, he really fucked that up. Hard.
I'm actually a little miffed out.
Which seems to always happen when we let Adau talk. If only we had a character in the party who was spec'd so hard into social skills to do that sort of thing.
Shame that we're lacking.
Yeah, it's a real
We should
shame.
continue to let the autistic cleric speak for the party. But so.
But
he tried to get
anyway, we
the
basically found out.
It failed.
Yeah, and basically from there the jig was up. We pretty much found out that they know that the Jarl is gashed, and they're probably going to take care of it.
If they haven't already.
And we found out there's some new friends. They have an artificer along with the king, and the king also has like 2 mini turrets on his throne.
And they're going to be mad at us.
And
I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
They're going to be mad at us in about 2
And I had
hours.
to explain
so-
the concept of what a minigun was to
Yeah, we're like,
country bumpkins who have never
Guys, let's
seen a
go.
chain gun before.
good take 'em.
I
Are we
still
still in
don't fully
recap?
get it. I don't
Yeah.
believe you. Yeah, we're still in
Okay,
recap.
good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
still
sorry
don't
about
believe you.
that.
Crossbows don't fire that fast. There's no way.
Don't the Dragon Elves have a repeating crossbow type system?
Yeah, but it shoots a crossbow every like 5 to 10 seconds, not like 4 every second.
Yeah, that's bullshit, Talvo. I don't believe you.
Is it probably some ego thing? Because it's like, you can do so much damage per turn. You're like, a machine couldn't do that.
Yeah, right. What so?
Listen, if I tell you something shoots and it hurts, just believe me.
Exactly, that's my theory. I don't want to have to go cry to Adau because Talvo told me to do
It's a
something
scary
stupid.
spell called. It's a scary spell called non-magic missile.
But so we can't spy.
So
on,
yeah, all that happened.
There's a military. There is a large chunk of the northern dwarf army currently in Kalpadal, which went there surprisingly quick, arriving roughly like 5 hours after the Kalpadal army left to move south, not waiting for the larger army to join them, but whatever, it's fine. But now they're up there, so we can't
We have a
invade.
history with the dwarves, and they probably foresaw their own. They're probably like, that idiot Jarl is not. He ain't gonna do the trick, probably.
Yeah, fair. But so there's a decent army up in the north.
Probably just
and
a preemptive move, just in case we decide to go up there and be like, okay, well now we're gonna come knocking on your door.
yeah, but we have some people, Talvo stationed, some well-trained, non-traitorous people along the pathway in order to determine, if an invasion is coming.
I didn't
And
tell
they-
you that. It's like a question on a spreadsheet.
Are you a traitor?
No.
I feel like I
Alright.
could have helped with that. I say, hello, mister. Would you step into this
could
nice
help
little
with
circle
all-
here?
You could help all my stealthy.
These are like TSA.
Yeah, you could have helped out with all my stealthy forestmen with your fucking shiny ass purple dudes hanging out in the woods. No one's gonna see that coming a mile.
No, I mean I could have helped you determine which of them have traitorous tendencies.
Yeah, I guess the
With
main
a
character
small
on the
little tiny little mind probe and a tiny little small amount of magic.
You can do what you want to your cultists, and I'll leave you to it. You let me handle my guys.
And then
Okay,
you're
but
going to
he
keep
doesn't-
betraying us. Okay.
Yeah, but Adau actually doesn't have any traitors, though. His system is clearly working.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're brainwashed. Of course he
Yes,
does.
his system
I
of
wouldn't call them
infiltrating their minds,
brainwashed.
forcing them
I would
to
call
speak
them
Brain rot.
demoted. Brain rot, yeah.
Not to mention his clear willingness to just gush people on a whim.
A whim.
A whim.
I
You
don't-
call.
I only guess bad guys and worms.
That's what I'm saying.
Uh,
Anyone I guess deserved to be guessed. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If I
Okay,
didn't,
okay.
yeah, because I must have had a reason. You know. Don't look into this.
And if there, yeah, if you didn't see a reason, that's just because you don't need to know about it. Anyways, so and also some prisoners escaped.
For Adau to start calling
Now-
for tariffs on the Dwarf Kingdom, man.
No. I would never do that.
Some prison. What is her name? Not Ilya. Was it Ilya? No.
Addie.
Ela. Oh, Adi. Yeah,
Addie.
My bad.
Addie escaped, as well as I think like one or two other extremely high-ranking dwarves that were with her, and we, in the process of trying to figure out what happened there, we figured out that the king of the goblins was still around and kicking, presumably somewhere. He's kicking not us though, because we can't find him. We think he's in an alternative pocket dimension, and
Perhaps
we have
this
now
one.
found. Yep, it's that one right there that Adau is currently pointing at, because he just plane shifted back from that pocket dimension.
Adau went back
literally
in.
5 seconds
Adau
before the
went back
campaign.
in.
You're like skipping over. You're skipping
No.
over the best part of the session, which was when there was a scuffle between a dwarven prisoner and one of the Boarmen,
Oh, true.
and we immediately turned it
Boo!
into a mid-March fight night. Jumbotroned it up to the
Included.
castle, took
Yeah.
bets.
That was crazy. And
And the
predicted
dwarf-
results. Yeah, the dwarf died.
We can make a religion out of this.
The dwarves dying? Yeah, I'm down for that religion.
Oh yeah, now
Anyway,
Adau has since jumped into the unknown pocket dimension,
yes.
and they're like, "Fuck it, we're going to." That's where we are.
Because
Well, we have determined that plane shift can pull people out if you are in, so you can plane shift back out. So we are not
so the
immediately
genie
popping back in.
could bring us out if we needed to.
Yeah. We've only
Yeah.
spent a couple spell slots today, not a whole lot, so we're probably just going to gather some friends and head right back in. But before that, I think someone needs to do a little determining as to the state of safety of said pocket dimension by communing with their god.
No.
Well, that
Okay.
and like, I do need to. We should probably like leave a note or something about where we're going. Tell people what's going on.
I think Biora... Oh, wait, he did want to go. Yeah, good point. We can sending someone. I'll send to Cog, I suppose.
Well,
Well,
it sounds just like you're playing hooky. You're like,
I
"Hey,
think
we're
you had
going
a
to
couple
hang out
people with
in."
you, but
yeah, aren't we going back up for a little bit to gather personnel we would like to bring with us and like telling people
No.
what's going on?
Yeah,
I-
personnel like food, maybe. I don't know. Did we come
So we don't have,
down
like,
here
restaurants
expecting
in
to go
here?
on?
Nah, Bria's good, Barry. We're
Yeah.
chilling.
Yeah, it's just us. And Biora. Or whoever wants to go. It doesn't have to be Biora.
Yeah, someone else may want to go. Maybe someone's a big Amethyst Dragon fan.
I said, do we
Yeah.
widely tell people about this, or we kind of like keep it low, like secret mission?
I think we probably shouldn't tell everyone that there could potentially be a dragon living under the town.
Yeah,
Because they might get the wrong idea, you know?
I think
purple
the
dragon
entire
at that.
leadership of this commune should not disappear without telling anybody.
I
Yeah, but
agree.
it's how we're playing hooky. Like went to alternate dimension. We'll BRB before lunch. Like what?
Like, I'm not even sure we told anybody we left the castle, to be honest
Well,
with you.
we
Well,
did.
we were only
Laughed.
supposed to be gone for like maybe 30 minutes to an hour at most.
In and out, quick adventure.
That's a nice head
Yeah,
you have on your shoulders.
in and
Yeah,
out.
exactly. Quick in and out adventure.
So my thoughts are maybe that we might even want to like leave a party member or two behind just in case. Like the
Oh,
worst
like
possible
Hingwis.
Maybe.
You're not tricking my ass into not being in combat for the third combat in a row. Nice try.
What? No.
I ain't spending 3 rounds of combat just walking at the enemy.
Dramatically.
Yeah,
Very
menacingly.
dramatic though.
Well, I mean, I guess I could see Hingwis staying behind if that is what you want to do.
Well,
But-
that's not inherently what I want to do. I need maybe someone should like commune or something to see if it
Oh,
might
yeah, okay,
behoove
alright.
us that someone should stay behind, or the average rating, danger rating of going into said Amethyst dimension, or if we'll encounter resistance, maybe.
When did I did true seeing? I did plane shift. And I did, yeah, okay, I can't. I can't commune.
Excellent.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay.
I could
Also, didn't you already fuck it up today?
I could
was
scry
that
using
today
the
or was
shield.
that-
Yeah.
Was that today or was that yesterday?
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can. Using my shield. It
What
is
are
the
you gonna
scrying spell.
scry?
The ogre, Adi, any of them. Because I assume they're in here.
Literally, the whole reason. Yeah, the whole reason we're in here is because we couldn't scry them.
But now I'm in there.
Well, no, you're actually right
You
outside
can,
of it.
I mean, you can go
No,
in and
I
scry.
think you all
sure.
remember. I think you all forget something very important at the end of the session. I said I go back in, and you were all like, "No, do not do that,"
Oh.
and I said I'm doing that. So,
I didn't remember that.
Oh,
no, well, I
I
did.
also forgot about that, but okay.
Now I can't even plane shift out. I'm stuck here. So-
Well, good job, idiot.
Okay,
Hey,
so
you
have
well,
to
that's-
come in back
well,
after
okay,
me.
well- How about that's where we pick up
Oh.
then, is with Adau literally going yoink, reaching into the air, and then, yeah.
And hopping back in like a fool
look,
of a goon even.
Talvo looks around. Everybody like, he's got like 20 minutes of food on him. I know that for a fact because I ate his breakfast.
That's true.
What is
I forgot
measuring
about that.
food by
He
time?
didn't
20
even
minutes
eat
of food?
breakfast.
I just continually consume it from, or I continually consume it from my backpack, like an IV.
Oh my god. I cannot believe this, man.
Anyway, I can't talk to you anymore because I'm gone.
What? Okay, Helios, do you still have the sending stone to him?
Probably. We haven't been keeping the best track of this. I assume we do.
What? Huh?
I assume we do.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
You were
Well, go
using
ahead and
the
attempt to
message
scry.
spell to talk to him last
I
time.
say I
anyway.
also have sending. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what you used.
I did use those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only sending stones I have are 2 cog and 2 shot. That's it.
No, we have one.
Well, those are the only ones I have.
No, you have one that I gave you. That's why I told you that I fucking knew that the castle was there. It was one of the brand new ones we got from the packs.
Oh, you're right. I'm stupid. Okay, well then I do have one.
Okay. Anywho. Helios. Oh, shit. Alright, What? Ask him why the fuck he went back in. First and foremost.
Well, so if I keep burning these to send,
Sending stones work once a day.
okay, so I actually have more power than a sending stone.
Yeah, if you're saying you like actual sending the spell.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, then that
That's
just uses a spell. It's like a third level spell, right?
That takes away hypnotic pattern, counter spell, etc., etc.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna sending him that we'll be there in like an hour and a half while we go
Yeah.
back, tell people what's happening, grab some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like-
Here for what
You
could
want
be
anything?
a 4 hour to 4 day adventure or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I
Otherwise,
received that.
Guys, we're
and,
gonna go in there. We're gonna come out. We're gonna come out with that scene from Community where he's got the pizzas and the
Yeah,
whole
everything's
fucker's
on fire. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes through. The message goes through, so you do receive this.
Okay. I will reply. Alright, I'm gonna look around then. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Okay.
Right. So you guys start heading back
I'm gonna do
to
that.
back up to the town to get yourselves all sorted.
I mean, does anybody want to go through with him right now? The buddy system might be smart.
Yeah. Shit. Alright.
I'll go.
Oh, thank God. Okay, yeah, you go on ahead, brother.
I'm suddenly less confident in my decision.
Hey. So Helios,
Yeah.
do you march it forward and jump into
I mean, like
the
I've done
sword?
this before. I guess I'll just.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, specifically.
This
Oh,
is
what's
why I
up,
learned
Helios?
This is where I learned it's blindingly painful to like jinx.
Wow. Now, luckily, you're fine. Yeah. So
Huh?
Adau, you for the second time enter
a
this
minute.
this realm with the crystal sky surrounding you on this island. And you've seen this already, and so you're like, okay, but it's still a wild sight to behold. And now Helios, as you go through, you are also dumbfounded by this view. It's not unlike anything you've ever seen, right? And you do see, I mentioned this before, but there's a little village here. This island, it's almost like it's not a very big island. It is maybe only like a few, maybe like a quarter mile to a half mile long. And you're kind of at this lower kind of part that is just kind of like it's almost like just a sandbar that comes up just enough out of the water where there is grass and stuff and like a few trees. But then it kind of what's that famous castle in France, in northern France? Mont Saint Michel, that one. Have you ever seen pictures of Mont Saint Michel?
Oh, that's the one that like floods. Yeah,
it's the one where
there's one of these in England too.
Yeah, where there's like a floodplain like sandbar that leads to the castle. That's what this is like. There's like this grassy little island that is like where there's a village. Yeah, there's a grassy little a grassy knoll with a sniper on it. Now,
get out, Mr. President.
There's a grassy little village island.
Helios is wearing a helmet.
Yeah, there's a grassy little village island, and then there's like a little sandbar. It isn't like submerged, but it's like almost submerged, right? There's a sandbar, a thin little sandbar that leads out to a castle. And the castle is like much more like there's like a little, just like kind of like the castle there. It's like there's kind of like a rocky edge around it, and then it's perched on top of this rocky little island.
It's like the only thing. Like, it's a horizon just going to nothing around us, or like what else is there?
It's an ocean basically,
Okay.
except it's clear to you. You're not sure how far it is, how far out it is with the like encasement of this world, right? It is kind of hard to tell because of the way that it's like, because of the like fractal nature of the amethyst casing that you're in. It looks like it might be a couple miles out. It looks like it could be like several dozen miles out. It's kind of hard to tell.
300 feet.
Yeah, it's one turn away.
Yeah.
A Truman Show situation.
Yeah, it is basically that, actually, yeah. Except instead of looking like normal sky, it looks pretty weird. But it's kind of hard to tell. It's clearly part of it is just that you've never seen anything like this, so you're not really used to looking at it.
Yeah. Can I tell you an interesting fact I just learned?
Yeah, what's up?
So, you said there's Mont Saint Michel, which is St. Michael's Mount in English.
Yeah.
In Cornwall, there's another tidal island that has a castle on it. It's also called St. Michael's Mount. That's the one I went to.
Interesting.
St. Michael, he knew what he wanted at least.
Yeah, he knew how to mount it up. But no, well, that's like there's a lot of different rivers that have the same names in like Spanish. Like there's Rio Grande in like that splits the U.S. and Mexico, but there's also one in like Brazil, and there's also one in like other parts of like the Spanish-speaking world too. And like, yeah.
Well, it's a big river. What else am I going to call it?
Yes, it does just mean big river.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
And it's definitely one of those situations where like colonizers came in, they're like, "What's that called?" And the neighbor's like,
"Big River."
Yeah.
So, in any case, so there's so it is basically two separate islands, but there's a little sandbar connecting them. In any case, on this island here, there's like a little village, probably like 7 or 8 different buildings, and I mentioned before, but there's like some gardening going on, and you saw there was a tiefling, right? A person with demonic heritage, as well as a dryad, and now that you're back this second time, bringing up water from a well to help in the gardening process is a creature that you guys have never seen before, Helios or Adau. You've never seen a creature like this. They are humanoid, but their features look like they're made of water.
I was so ready for it to be a horse.
I thought it was going to be an orc. It's a humanoid, but it looks like it's made of water.
Yeah, it has like a shimmering face that looks like it's made of water. Actually, roll me a history check to see if you know what this is.
No.
Okay.
Nope, no idea.
Yeah, you guys have no
You know
idea.
what that is?
But there's this watery creature. They have clothes on too, by the way, so they have like a solid form, but they almost have like a gel look to them, like a shimmering texture to their skin.
Huh. I'm wondering if we'll
Slime
find
girls!
one of every kind of
Slime
like race
girls!
No, 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 no.
Helios, I'm going
Wait,
in.
Talvo, get in here! No.
Yeah.
So, and they kind of look up from what they're doing at you guys, study you for a sec, and then they go back to working.
Oh, like it's a common occurrence. Okay.
Maybe. We're probably not the weirdest thing they've seen. Look at where we live, or look at where we are.
Well, you also have to consider probably a giant goblin half-orc.
That's true.
A dwarf
Might have been
and
in here just a
A
little while ago.
centaur probably just strolled in not that long ago, yeah.
A half orc, or no, sorry,
Oh.
a half goblin, half ogre, a centaur, and a dwarf walk into a bar.
Pocket dimension, yeah.
Yeah, walk into a pocket dimension. Yeah, that's so true. Okay, well, I guess, Helios, would you like to go and see what is going on and ask those fine people over there for some information?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, well, I guess we'll walk towards the village then.
Alright, what else are we gonna do? Play in the fucking beach day? It's the beach episode!
True, it's the beach
Hey
episode.
guys,
No way.
we finally got it. Just took an alternate dimension.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Give me a second here. So you literally walk into this little village here, and a couple more people kind of come out of their little like huts. I say huts, but like they're nice little houses here. Honestly,
What are they made of?
they're probably made out of stone, actually. Yeah, and definitely some of them have like writings on the door above the doors, made from amethyst stones inset above the doors, and it's clearly probably like names or whatever, but it's in Draconic. I don't know if either of you guys speak Draconic.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. And as you guys kind of like walk up, the people who are working in the garden, a couple more people come out. There's a couple of there's a dwarf that actually walks out of one area. What's the name? Oh god, what is the one I'm thinking of? Hold on. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, hold on. Out of another door of one of these little houses walks a creature that looks kind of like an elf, but then you realize they're not. And you actually have seen creatures that are similar to this before. It takes you just a second to realize that it's a fae. It's a fae, which are related to the elves, right? But the fae are they are their own separate thing. Yeah. So then you see this.
Hey, do you know who we are? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're kind of famous for your kind.
You see this fake creature? There is a couple, two human men come out of a different little like house here. And they're all kind of just looking at you.
Why you Urple? No.
Yeah, why eat Orpal? I mean, I guess I'll ask them.
Hey, you're the
question.
doctor, you go ahead.
Yeah, I'll see if any of them know just my language, which I imagine is pretty old, which Elvish.
You do the
Boarman
really-
probably also pretty old. Giant, definitely gonna be old.
You when you speak, you go through like a couple languages, but the first time where you get some recognition is in Elvish, and the Fae will actually answer.
Yeah,
and the
that
Fae
makes
answers
sense.
in Elvish. They don't. It is like a very different like dialect of Elvish than what you speak, but it is mutually intelligible. And they call out, and they basically, to you they sound very antiquated. They basically say, "Well, I'll speak in the way it would sound to you." They're like, "Who art thou?" that cometh into our sacred grove here?
I'm trying to recall how I'd say this in a Shakespearean way, but I don't know.
I mean, she clearly like understood what you said. Where you're like, "Yeah, what's going on?" So like,
hey, I was like, "Hey, what's up? What's good, my G?
Who art thou?
Who goes there?"
So,
No, but so okay. Well, then I'll continue. I'll say, well, I'm Adau, Mikaeus, and well, I'll let Helios introduce
I'm
himself.
Helios. No last name.
does Helios speak Elven?
No.
We can just say Helios.
Yeah, Helios is
Yeah,
fine.
all I
but-
see, I'm just like fucking like a Pokemon or some shit. I go, Helios!
Yeah.
Don't you have what
Learn
is
this
the?
sound. No,
you have
they
that,
can
spell.
they can understand me, but I can't understand them.
Yeah, because of the helmet.
But I don't
Or-
know. No, by me.
Oh, you.
This
Okay.
one? No. They all.
You've posted it before.
Yeah, this one here.
Mhm.
But
Make your speech intelligible to any creature. Okay.
it's an action, and up to the creature number equal to your charisma modifier.
Oh, you can.
Okay,
No, actually, yeah,
okay,
you
so
can just-
it's not like a spell slot. I can just do this, and it's like 18 people. So
yeah,
that's
you
cool,
have
I
a free
guess.
use of it, and then it's after that you can use a spell slot. But yeah,
Ah.
Nice. Okay, well that's good. So they can all understand you then.
okay.
Huge.
Yeah.
I can't say I can't understand them, but everybody can understand me.
Well, yeah, the Fae will tell me what they say, and I'll tell you, and then you just talk.
Okay.
This is
yeah.
so fucking hard.
So so you can now speak to them, and they understand when you say Helios.
I still only do that.
Okay. The Fae yeah, or technically yeah, so technically she would be like not really a Fae even, she's like an Eladrin, basically. Which are kind
I
of
know
like
what that is.
yeah, they're kind of like, or in my world, the way I think of Eladrin is they're basically like they're Fae, they're elves that live in like the Fae world, right? Like the Fae realm. So they like she is an elf, she's just like a more closely aligned with the Fae elf. So
Okay.
So she's a race trader.
Whoa.
I mean,
Whoa,
I
whoa.
don't know really about that, but anyways, she speaks out to you, and she's like, she would say, well, she would say, she would like kind of nod when you introduce yourself, and she'd say, "Are you related to the others who came recently here?"
Not by blood or creed, I would imagine. If you speak of a centaur, a goblin, not orc. I've never seen one of those, so I couldn't possibly know what it is. An orc, ogre, hybrid thing, and potentially some dwarves. If it's not them, then I don't know who you're talking about.
She nods, and she motions to the. She actually motions to the two humans that walked out. She says, "Steve, Adam, can you guys go and please fetch Bix." And so these two humans who are named Steve and Adam, who are just roommates,
You
Yeah,
heard it
yeah,
here first, folks.
they go
Oh
over.
wait, it's even better. I just fucking.
They
Okay,
go
so-
over to a house that's at the end of the village. It's actually a little like kind of isolated from it, and they go knock on the door. And like the door kind of opens a crack, but you can't really see what's inside. But you hear some talking going back and forth in Draconic, right? And then they walk back, and then they kind of like nod to the Eladrin elf Fae lady. And she nods as she says, "He will be with us shortly."
The proprietor of this place? I would assume.
She says, "Not exactly."
Oh.
And she, meanwhile, the person who I described as having like a watery appearance, she actually kind of approaches you guys, and she holds out a basket that has like fruit in it.
Helios, did we bring any Mountain Dew of the Mountain
I was
or
gonna
Cool
say-
Ranch jerky?
Nah,
I feel like it'd be part of my ration pack.
I was gonna say, I feel like you
So
always
put
have
a
some on
sending
you,
for-
so
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
We'll trade.
What have I ever
some
seen this
fresh
fruit?
for Mountain
For
Dew.
processed foods.
Yeah, you've seen the fruit. Well, most of it. One of
This
them is like
peaceful land is about to be.
one of them is one that you haven't seen before.
I will
Helios,
eat
could
the
you ask what
mysterious
that
fruit.
is? Yeah, could you ask?
I will ask what it is.
They would tell you that it's a durian.
Oh, no way. Shouldn't we already smell it then?
Yeah,
Or is that if you open it?
I think
If
they
you
have to be
open it.
open, right? I don't know.
I've seen them in person.
I've never
and
had
yeah,
durian actually.
They're fucking
Yeah,
huge,
neither
by the
have
way.
I.
They're like 1.5 feet large.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, you gotta open them because they don't smell like
They don't
anything.
smell bad. It's closed. I
Okay.
walked past them at an Asian supermarket, and I did not immediately crumple to my knees. So I think
Yeah.
still like,
Yeah.
Fair.
So yeah, they would explain it to you, but they would tell you that it's called a durian.
Interesting.
Yeah. I've heard from some people that they taste better than they smell. I've heard from other people they taste the same as they smell. So,
Maybe it's like
lovely.
a cilantro soap type deal.
Yeah, which I have that. It's,
Yeah.
But I've heard that they're. I mean, people wouldn't eat them and cultivate them if they didn't taste good. So.
Yeah. So anyways,
they
they,
just hate themselves.
they offer you these fruits. Do you guys take them and trade them with your Cool Ranch Doritos?
Yeah, I
Turkey,
mean,
sorry.
why not? Yeah. We also don't want to give them like smallpox or anything. So maybe, like, should I ask them about that? Like, if they have been exposed to, you know.
Smallpox?
They kind of the Fae or the Ladrin lady, she kind of chuckles, and she's like, not in a demeaning way, just like a funny way. She's like, the blessings of Kaisiax can cure us of such illness. He watches over us. Have no fear.
You even have to worry about getting like a cold or
The
a flu
dragon
like
can
this?
cast greater restoration?
Oh my God! No
Oh,
way!
no.
I can do that. Yeah, I guess I should have known. Should have known that. But I don't want to. I'm no conquistador, so you know.
Yeah. So you guys,
But yeah,
Tough to be a god.
okay. You guys, you trade and kind of, they would actually kind of like, the rest of them would come over and kind of like sit down and have a little like meal with you guys, or a little snack. At which point, the door opens to that one isolated little shack or house, and the camera pans back to the other group, the rest of the group. What is the rest of the group doing to prepare? At this point, you've reached the surface. You're back in the town.
I'd probably grab Shima and be like, yeah, listen. I guess we're going into a dragon pocket dimension for a while.
Oh yeah, speaking of, wait, does Helios have the shield guardian with him?
I'm trying. So no, I did not think of that in real life. So I'm trying to determine if that's what's the word. Pretend like I did or
No,
not.
but
I think it would be funny if I just
No, we
forgot it
can
and just
just-
went in.
you can just shove the shield guardian in, right? Just shove it into the portal.
Yeah,
it's
like I
pretty
went
heavy.
through and I'm like, I'm missing something.
It
and then
weighs
you
like a
cut away
ton.
to you guys like pushing it like.
It weighs them like the same
Yeah,
as like
well-
a Prius.
I mean, if you forgot it, it clearly wasn't that important.
I have 23
Exactly.
strength.
I would assume, yeah, like you together you could definitely push it in. But also, I was assuming that Helios, you would like it would probably just follow you and tell.
I don't know entirely how it works. Does it just follow me?
Well, like it does whatever you order it to. So if you say just like go into follow mode, it'll just follow you.
Okay, I probably did that because I was stupid enough to like I knew I would forget about it.
Yeah, yeah. So you,
It
you
had to
probably
get here, so
so
yeah.
you would
It
have it
got
with
there to the. You probably didn't say stop and then go in the portal. So
Yeah, like we were walking around the cave and it was still like a puppy just like following me.
you. Yeah, no, it's not something you could forget about easily. So yeah, so you would have it with you. Yeah, the rest of the group, you guys are here at the surface. Keep in mind, well, I mean, you guys talked a little bit about this last time, but like if you try to plane shift out of there, you're only gonna have like you can only bring 8 people plus the person casting it, which is the genie, right? I think was the plan. So 8. There's 5 of you, plus the shield guardian counts. So that's 6. So you have 2 people you can bring with you. What'd you do?
Funny bones, both of them at the same time.
Rip.
Ah.
Wow.
Okay. So the 5 of us plus Genie plus oh shoot, what's his name? Who wanted to join us?
Well, the Shield Guardian is one, so like
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes 7.
So you have 2 more.
Plus what's his name?
Biora is not incomprehensibly old, but he is pretty smart.
Yeah, so he's coming.
Okay.
I don't know. And then Talvo, you were bringing someone.
I didn't have. Weren't we talking about bringing your dad?
Oh yeah, Hate Father,
Last
who
session?
is incomprehensibly old.
That's a good point. Yeah. I'll ask if he's okay with it first. You know.
Yeah, you want to go
Obviously.
meet like your born and bred enemy?
Yeah. I feel like that'll go over super well.
If you go up to him, he's working away at his forge here, right?
Yeah.
Working on the backlog of things that he's got to work on. And so
Hey.
he pauses and he looks at you.
Yeah. Hey, Father. So we've discovered some sort of like amethyst dragon pocket dimension thing. I don't know. It's kind of infuriating to deal with. And we can bring a total of 9 people in. And so I was wondering if you wanted to join, although there is literally an ancient dragon like sitting on top of the entire thing. So I can totally understand if you don't want to. Also, you look like there's a lot to catch up on here.
He looks at you and he's like, "What would you have me do in this realm?"
I'm not entirely sure. I think the thought process was just that you might be able to understand what they're saying due to being from a possibly similar time span. But
Well,
I
just so
mean,
you know, like Hate Father, he's not that old. He's only like a couple hundred years old, probably.
really, oh shit, giants are younger than I thought.
Yeah.
Well, that giant.
Not yeah.
I mean, how long do they live?
Yeah, they don't
Like the
live
fire
that...
and cloud giants.
Yeah, they even the greater giants don't live more than a few hundred years normally.
Huh.
Lot of free amethyst in there, though. Think of all the cool decorative weapons you can make with all that amethyst.
That'd be
Oh my
sick.
god!
And
We
they
could like
go-
adorn
dude.
everywhere. Make it like purple everything.
That's exactly right. Purple
Or the
everything,
purple. Yeah,
baby.
yeah. Oh god, this is gonna feel Adau's ego. Oh.
Yes, except I don't think he'll be happy with us taking him. You know,
We
Well,
can just like
We
send
can just
them
trade some for some more Doritos. I don't know. Do dragons like Doritos?
maybe. We'll find out.
Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure. I guess the thought process was that you might be able to speak with it, but if you don't think
Also,
if
you
you
can
don't
learn
know,
interesting stuff,
like
and tell
ancient dragons,
interesting stuff.
draconic,
He kind of looks
it's-
a little
I mean, it's up
hesitant.
to him.
He looks a little hesitant. He's like, he would say, "I'm not sure how much of a help I would be necessarily."
Okay, I sort of thought
Go
that would
is-
be the case.
Go
and
tag Jordian.
I'm always.
I
I'm
think we
a little
should
uncomfortable
we should
going
tag
in.
Rockheel
Myself,
if anybody. Does Rockheel speak Draconic?
Isn't he
But,
in the castle?
Yeah, maybe he might be.
I think it would have been in the castle. Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely would be, because he was probably part of the fuck you Fire Force.
Yeah,
Raining
he
hell.
was. Yeah, he can cast Fireball. Well, we can
best
bring
of luck with
8.
the backlog. You're still on
Jordy-
yours tomorrow.
Jordy was definitely still in town, because I left him back with Shima.
Oh, Jordy, your dad. Okay, I thought you meant Jordan, our spice guy. I was like, why the fuck do we need him?
Flavor, brother. You know,
But Jordy, okay,
Culinary-
it makes sense.
commerce.
Because if there's stuff that
Bring
this
him
dragon
to-
might not know about, it's the other side of the barrier. So, all right, fair enough.
I was bored thinking about the 1d4 to hit plus 3.
Oh yeah, okay.
But yeah, that
Well,
too.
I'll go fuck myself. But no, I mean that makes sense. We could bring Jordy.
Okay. Yeah, Jordy is also like just a fairly knowledgeable person, and I mean not necessarily on like interdimensional pocket dimension stuff, but like
Yeah.
you know,
He's a nerd like Talvo. He reads a lot of books.
you know, and he's a sailor, so he's heard lots of tales of stuff, you know. So okay, so then you have Jordy. Oh, who was the other one you bring? Nishima, the Ronin.
No, we're bringing.
Oh, Biora,
half-orc.
the half giant.
Or-
Yeah,
yeah,
Biora.
the half giant.
Yeah,
Half-giant.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
But
I was just talking
do
to
go
Shima to like let him know what's going on.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Hey, by the way,
Yeah.
I also go to Adau's. Oh, it's not. I don't know if it's the second in command, but it's whoever we've been talking to recently who keeps doing the scrying and like keeps just bringing us bad news. What's his name?
Shot.
Oh, shot.
Shot.
Oh, he's a
Yeah,
Boarman.
he's a Boarman. He was a Kurbox envoy to us.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, then I won't tell that person that our entire team won't be in town for a while. But
Shot,
I will
Shot's
go.
pretty trustworthy. He's
No, we
been
can tell
with us
Shot
since
that.
the beginning.
Okay. All right. Then I will go around to Shot and also the a
Shot's
couple
on the
like
castle.
Yeah, but he's on the castle
Yeah,
as
okay.
well.
Okay, well I guess I go to the castle.
We left someone behind.
Yeah,
Surely
yeah,
we left
yeah.
someone
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shima. That's why I'm telling him.
behind. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm informing Shot and whoever the fuck would be in charge of your order while you're away. I'm sure you.
Shaska would be here.
Before.
Yeah, the diplomat guy, Shot.
Yeah, we'll tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I alert a couple people so that they know that we'll be out of town for an unknowable amount of time. 5-minute adventure in and out.
Mhm,
And Talvo, I guess we should raid the kitchen
Yeah.
or the pantry a little bit before we scoot.
Yeah, actually, so while we were on the road doing this whole war thing, I had this idea, pizza is, there's no cardboard in D&D, so it's not exactly, transportable.
Okay.
But I had this great idea, but, what happens if you take a pizza and you fold it in half? And then you just have all the pizza goodness in, a pastry shell that's very easy to, transport. A hand pie, hand pizza, but some sort of calzone type deal.
Interesting.
Calzone zone.
Yeah, actually, well, so they wouldn't have that name, but then as someone is walking by, just some random guy, they hear that, and you're like, "Oh yeah, dude, that would be such an easy way to get calories into my zone."
Oh,
And
fuck.
then, and then you have an
No
epiphany. You have an epiphany about what you could call it.
The calzone!
No. Right? Yeah, we can do that. Will we bake a whole batch of calzones or before we go in or?
Well, I think we just take some existing pizzas and kind of just smush them in half.
That'll work.
It's not perfect, but in the future we can do that.
Yeah. The food special.
I will grab 6 2-liters of Mountain Dew.
Just shoveling jerky in.
How much Mountain Dew? Because liquid's heavy. How much Mountain Dew you have to carry before you become encumbered and can't run? As fast?
Fucking not heavy in my fucking bag of holding.
Oh shit! Just pour it in the bag. Dude, you remember what was Tart's thing?
Rook's bag of
Yeah, the bag of what? Dude,
Of
that
healing.
was some Mountain Dew. Yeah.
of holy water. He had a bag of healing holy water that would okay. Yeah.
Mort, I like it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, I think we're good.
So yeah, we have food. We have the people we want. We have all of us can we can all lift with our knees to carry the the entity in with us, the whatever it's called, the machine.
The shield guardian.
Well, then we
That's
decided
the
that it
word.
followed me because I pre-programmed.
Oh yeah.
for
We
my own
decided it
activity.
did go in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank God.
You
Okay.
remember a lot more to be able to name.
Right.
We'll get on that.
You and I am good at
yeah,
coming
no,
up with names.
I think we're ready to
Yeah, we
skedaddle.
and someone can't commune, so we're good. We're as good as we can be, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, and you guys will pack up, start heading back down. Let's shift back to Helios and Adau, and I guess the Shield Guardian too. As this door opens, you see walking out is a dragon man.
Oh shit.
They are... It's unlike the dragon elves who are...
I will be right back.
Okay. Unlike the dragon elves who are, elves with a little bit of draconic blood mixed into their bloodlines, this is a full-on dragon man, right? And yeah, this is, in D&D terms, this is a dragonborn, which is not something that my world normally has. They are not like a naturally occurring race. But you do see one. So yeah, definitely none of you have ever even heard of anything like this. But this dragon man has armor on as well. And he kind of walks out with authority towards you guys.
And so when I be like, whoa, the purple dragon, there he is.
It's
Yeah.
him! That's the purple dragon. Yeah.
And he has scales. He has scales, but then occasionally, like almost like not really growths, but almost like faceted, are just like amethyst chunks. So it's not like an even coat of amethyst, and it's also like it's like normal scales that are actually kind of grayish in tone, that are then broken up by amethysts that are inset into his body. And then a reptilian, draconic-looking face. And he comes up to you guys and he says, I am Bix. What
Hello, Bix.
are you
Hello.
doing in the realm of my father, Kaisiax?
Exploring.
Right,
We didn't, we founded a town right above the entrance to this domain, and we didn't realize you were here. We kind of stumbled upon this.
Are you with the group that
Hey, Logan's
killed?
back. Logan's back.
I did see the
Hey,
cat.
polymorph!
Killed.
Logan, are you
Logan became
okay?
a cat.
Oh my god!
Logan, listen to me. You can hear me.
Logan, groom yourself if you can hear us.
So
The group
Bix,
that- what?
he would say, are you with the group that killed the friends of the ones who came here recently?
That's so layered.
Yeah, that's probably
Give me a
yes.
second to.
You mean the ogre who worshipped the god of blood or whatever? That probably.
Kaisiax has reasons for all to be here.
I don't know very much about Kaisiax, your father, but I've heard he's quite old. I assume he.
gonna compliment
Indeed.
him.
Yeah,
That is a compliment for dragons, I guess.
Although time and age are within the realm of his control here.
that makes sense. They're
We could Moon Knight this shit.
yeah. I dabble in such things outside, but I probably have nothing. I wouldn't dare to say I have control over it, as your, father probably does. But I assume he knew something like this would happen. I'm sure things like this have happened in the past. If you spend so much time, what is it that what is this domain for again? Preservation? I see many exotic beings, the likes of which don't exist outside.
Preservation, no. Accumulation, yes.
Ah, we have Praise in the Infinite on our hands. Great. We can't hear you, Logan, but I know exactly what you're saying.
Oh, he's back.
You got polymorphed because Jenna jumped on the table. We were like, oh my god, Logan, if you could hear us. But anyway, accumulation. Well, that's something. Accumulation for a purpose or per se.
God forbid a man of hobbies.
Hey, I accumulate followers.
So he's kind of like just studying you guys, and he looks at you, Adau, and he says, Kaisiax has told me of that crest you hold. It would be a fine addition here in his collection.
Right, Grievous.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, probably. The world outside. Well, the crest. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you know whose crest this is. They are, worshipped nowadays. I don't know if that's how it was the last time your father exited this realm, but it's something, that's for sure. I'm gonna, I was about to say that Kasari isn't there. I feel like I probably shouldn't say that. That would make it a little more, enticing.
He kind of nods after what you said, and then he looks at Helios and he says, "And that helm from the realms of hell. It predates the barrier as well."
I think that's news to me.
Well, I mean, it kind of has to be, doesn't it? It has to, you know,
Yeah, that
predate
makes
the
sense, yeah.
barrier.
Okay, in character, I don't know.
And that makes it a valuable artifact.
That makes me.
How many such artifacts does your dad possess?
His realm contains many.
Altitude.
Okay, interesting.
You are welcome to stay here in the village. But he will see you at his own leisure.
Okay, that works for me.
And with that, he literally just nods, turns around, and walks back to his little isolated shack.
So I get the feeling that
It'll be
I'm
a
leaving
combat
here-
encounter.
I'm leaving here with my hat.
Yeah, the G.
How about your shield and your coat and whatever?
We should
That
probably
fucking hat,
have
man.
a shield. Man, yeah, right. Well, okay.
Because I just turned and walked away, so I was like, all right.
We need to get you like a big beanie to put over it or something.
Yeah. Is it similarly respected by devils, like lower devils?
Yeah, to some
Okay.
extent at least, yeah.
Okay, so
Cool.
Tifa
well, yeah.
probably like, yo, it's sick. Who'd you get it from?
Yeah. Okay, well, we know there are innumerable priceless artifacts in this realm.
Don't let Bree in here. We're never gonna leave.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because as you say
Here.
that, the camera goes back to the rest of the group who have with them Biora and Jordy, and you guys have made it back down to the cavern. Anything else you do or say, or you just jump in?
Who's going first? Not it.
I was gonna touch my nose. Fuck. Everyone else said not it. Now I just. God damn it. Okay, fine. Fine. I'll high five the damn thing.
Okay. Yeah, so Hingwis goes like whoop, and zoop, gets sucked in to this other dimension.
Okay.
Wow.
Bree,
it's
before we go
purple.
in,
It fucking sucks here. Great.
we could
Oh,
just
hey, look.
stonewall. We could stonewall this entire chamber and rule over the entire town. Just me and you.
Wait, can I check? So, where do we go after we left here?
We just went back up to the
like,
town to
no.
Roliger.
So would I have like left my rats with someone?
What do you think? I guess you would have had to before you teleported from the castle to the town.
No,
they-
because we plant walked to the town.
Oh, that's right. You plant
they
walk.
could-
So yeah, that's true. They could. You
That
weren't
would
limited
be.
in that way. At least not as much. So yeah, your rats. If you wanted to leave them in the castle, you could have left them there, or they could have come with you to the town. You could leave them here.
They would have come with me to there, but then I guess if we're going in, then I would have had to leave them.
Okay. Here's how I think it would have played out. Is that I mean, it's up to you to decide if you give them permission to do
I think
this.
I was
but
suggested that we use the mice as additional prison guards.
I was thinking while you're walking around the town, they know they have to be they have to stay with a rat sitter somewhere, and so you're like, Bree might even ask them who they want to stay with, and they all three point over to Bigby Bumblebottom the Brewster, and then Blunkus does a motion of holding a tankard into his mouth.
He's the brewer guy.
Yeah, he's the guy
Oh, okay.
who brews beer for your town now. The gnome.
Alright.
The
Just
alcoholic
left
rat.
rats to get
No.
drunk.
So the rats they're looking at you they just want to go get fucking blasted.
Only one of them cares about that,
Okay, yeah, fair.
but the other two will tag along.
Okay. Yeah, Bigby Bumblebottom and his assistant they'll watch over the rats, and the rats will You, Bigby actually has something for this exact occasion. He goes and rummages through a chest, and he brings out a little tankard that's the size of a rat, so like a rat can hold it. and he pours little miniature drinks for the rats.
1 flagon of ale and 2 of milk.
Yeah. Which one is the one who drinks?
Funkus.
Okay. So Blunkus and Munkus would just have they'd have like apple juice.
Nice.
Apple juice.
Yeah.
Is there also somewhere I could keep? So I filled my whole bag with amethyst from the floor. Where can I keep that?
I'm assuming you guys have like rooms in the town too. Like,
okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, at least for Bree, she could have just on like one random day just used stone shape or whatever to like make a building for herself, you know.
Yeah.
So she probably has like a little goon cave. I don't know.
I'm sure she has like a tree house or something really cool.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, just she has like plant shape. She could have made like a tree house or something. Yeah.
Helios, have you finished eating?
What?
Have you finished eating for the camera?
Indeed.
Yeah, you can put your camera on if you want. Yeah. All right. So you guys take care of stuff around town. Bree would have already taken care of that. So you guys are now down at the thing. Hingwis had just got sucked into this Amethyst world.
But yeah, okay. I'm listening to Talvo's idea. I like it.
We won't, but we could. Then I'll walk through the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jordy kind of just shakes his head like, yeah, and then Biora, the half giant, will walk through as well. Or, reach your hand out into the air. It's not really a visible portal. It's actually, that was the weird thing, is that Adau only saw it because of like True Sight or whatever. And it's just an invisible spot in the air that you touch.
You're just missing it several times, and then I got it. Yeah.
And then would Bree would go in as the last one?
How valuable is amethyst?
I mean, it's pretty valuable,
How much more is left on the ground if I filled my bag with?
You could fill your bag again, yeah.
Well, I'd like to go and grab as much of it and shove it into a corner, hide it, so nobody, and then I'll come back for it later.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Find it.
So the rest of you, so Hingwis and Talvo, and then the 2 NPCs with you guys go zoop, and then you're probably waiting for 30 seconds, where the fuck is Bree at? And then Bree goes zoop behind you guys because she was doing that. And you guys all find yourself now in this crystalline realm. And you do see, again, you're on one side of this little island, and there's, again, a few trees, and then this nice little village where you can see, this is basically right when the conversation was finishing up with Helios and Adau. In fact, you see this dragon man walking back to his little house. As well as these other creatures I already described, right? This watery creature. Actually, the rest of you now, so Hingwis, Bree, and Talvo, if you guys want to roll me now a history check to see if you guys know what this is. I'm curious if anyone even knows how to
Please, thank you.
Yeah, Talvo knows.
Okay. Talvo, you actually heard of these things from old sailors' tales, right? Apparently, old sailors would tell you when you were a kid, you would hear them talking about how where the realms of the world become weaker and the elemental forces become greater, that there would be these women made of water. And it would always the old tales would always be the women seduce men back to another realm, right? A realm of water. But then you know from other stories that there was men too. It wasn't just women. That was just the romanticization of it that happened from the sailors. But you know that these are called genasi. Or genasi? I actually don't know how it's pronounced. But this is a water genasi. And Hingwis, you would know this too, apparently. But yeah,
see here and I look around the water, the water around. Water around. Okay.
Yeah, and then as I said
Water
before,
world.
there's a tiefling, there's this Eladrin, this elven fey, fey influenced elf, a dryad, a couple of humans, and a dwarf.
I worry the water is all just Genasi laying down. The whole thing.
But yeah, so you guys can make it over. You walk over into this village, and all these people in the village would greet you very kindly, actually.
Hello. Have you seen like a big purple elf and
Oh, they're right here
a
still.
big? Oh,
Adau and Helios, they're
you can
sitting,
see us.
Like they're sitting with the villagers. They were just like,
I think that you walk up saying that, you're like, no.
I saw
hey,
him.
guys.
I saw him.
Yeah.
Hey.
Welcome. We made it. We're not dead. They seem pretty chill.
So, what? Do we do like a prisoner exchange, or what's the deal here?
Yeah.
A what?
For the prisoners that we had? The reason we're
These-
here?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Addy.
Oh, I have no idea where they are.
Oh.
I thought you brought the scrying ball for like literally this exact purpose.
Oh, yeah, let me do that.
We've just been sitting here like having lunch. It's like,
Actually, I was gonna use my shield. I gave the scrying ball back. So I'll use the shield.
Oh, well, you definitely can't let the dragon see that.
Well, they are. Oh, true. Well, he kind of already said he wants it. I don't
I didn't try
have.
to take it, so
Let me get scrying from the thing. 14. What is it? 6th level? 5th level. Just for purposes of posting it. Okay. And I will target Adi, who I think is the least likely to fail or succeed. Sorry.
okay. Yeah. And you have met them before. So, I would say you know them well, but you've met them before, so no
Yeah, I met
modification
them
there.
before.
So, let me go ahead and roll. Okay, yeah. She fails.
Maybe.
So, your eyes roll back in your head and you go, vroom. And it works because you are in the same realm as her now. You see it looks like a stone room of a castle, probably underground. There's no windows, and there's chunks of amethyst growing out of the corners and different parts of the wall. And you see Addie here, and she is kneeled on the ground in a meditative pose. And she's chanting something in Draconic. And across from her, in the same pose, chanting in unison with her, is Oof the Goblin King.
Huh. Has it been an hour since I came in here?
It's probably been like 30 minutes.
Okay. Well, then I
actually,
still
they
have.
had to walk up and walk back, so whatever that time is.
Yeah. So I still have True Sight then, because it lasts for an hour. Do I see anything with that in mind?
Not really anything. No, you wouldn't see anything else. No.
Okay. Well, does this seem to be... I mean... Is this like... Do they seem to be in their right minds? Is there any magic involved in them chanting? I'm wondering if they have been made to chant, or are chanting to beseech, perhaps?
Yeah, well, as you kind of look at them, you do get a glimpse of their eyes, and their eyes are completely glazed over with a purple amethyst color.
I think it's pretty normal. That just kind of happens.
Yeah.
I do that every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hingwis doesn't.
I
You don't
agree.
speak Draconic, do you?
You speak Draken, Elf. There's like a couple. It's
I
like
speak
kinda
Dragon
similar.
Elf.
He got a few words.
Yeah, it's like Dutch and English.
Yeah, we
Like Dutch and
we
German.
have a serious problem.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
So true. Well, does anyone have a spell that could be?
Like I said, I can talk to them,
Yeah,
so we can do our weird translating circle.
yeah. But that's the thing. It's only I can just see them.
Can't you
So
read
Right.
minds or something?
yeah, I guess I could try that. Could I read minds through? No, I think it's just you see as if you're there. It doesn't act like you're there, so I wouldn't be able to cast something through it. I could suggest that they do something, but I don't know if I want to mess with that right now. So I'm not going to. Because it could be that the dragon, said, "Hey, chant and do this for me." And also, I like we're talking about this. So, hey,
They're probably listening.
have you guys have any of you heard of like a chant that you have to do for Kaisiax? Like, does he have you chant to do something
like
or
a pledge
get
of
something?
allegiance every morning. Yeah.
Yeah, like what? Because the person that we're looking for is doing that right now. I'm just wondering, is it voluntary or what?
They look at you guys and they're like, we the elf lady would speak again. She'd be like, we don't question what Kaisiax does here, and he lets us live in the village.
Let's see.
So
Is
you
that like a
don't-
no? He doesn't make you do that, or
We do not question Kaisiax's wisdom.
Okay, so he makes them do that.
Yeah, he makes them do
Okay.
that.
all right?
Which we all say out loud, of course. It's like, okay, so you
but
tell
like
me.
that's fine. If he makes you chant, like that's not a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not.
it's
we were saying
It's
fine.
a
It
bad
just-
thing. I prayed to my dragon god outside of this round too.
Yeah,
so.
he actually never shuts the fuck up about it. Honestly.
It's your god too.
And he's also purple. so, like,
Or she. There's two of them actually. Sorry.
Take your pick. God.
Yeah. So I don't know which. I think the wife is over here. The husband's over on the other side. I don't know if they're married. I don't know how dragon stuff works. Anyway.
Oh, they're in a polycule.
Yeah, I feel like all dragons kind of. Hey, Kasaria, how does this work?
Is this like a made for life
Yeah,
type deal? Or...
swingers or what?
yeah, how do dragons breed? That's a good question.
The-
Actually,
the chromatic ones normally are they don't really pair for life. They will just meet up and then they'll hook up and then kind of go but do their own thing.
yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
control
they're like
your
college
pocket
kids.
dimension.
Yeah.
yeah, that's why they're so angsty too. That's why I said
Yeah.
they're so mean.
Gemstone
they failed their
dragons,
final.
on the other hand, it's different for metallic dragons, which are pretty rare. They generally are more able to do long-term relationships.
Yeah, right.
Well,
because
They're less toxic.
most of the time they're not as ambitious or aggressive. Then gemstone dragons, there's really not even a ton of common knowledge on because they're just so rare and secluded and
Yeah. So you meant metallic dragons do the mating for life, but gemstone. Okay, you said gemstone for that one.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
yeah.
No.
Okay.
You
Did any
meant
of
metallic.
so? I would actually say ask Kasaria, and did any of them react when whether they who are you talking to, or do they already know kind of what's
They
going
wouldn't
on?
really question it.
Okay. I guess they are trained to be unthinking and accepting of all new information uncritically. Fair enough. Well, boys, I don't have any way to gather more information ethically because all my communes are out. So I guess I'll just look back and see if anything changes. Well, for the duration of the scrying, and if it doesn't, then whatever.
Okay. In the meantime,
I will. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. One thing. I
Okay.
will, if they repeat things in their chant, I'll try to memorize what
Okay.
they say.
Yeah, it's
Just,
probably not that
phonetically.
long of a chant. So it's probably one stanza,
Okay. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, Biora. I feel like he might know.
Oh yeah.
Wait, yeah, Bora, do you speak Draconic?
He would actually, yeah. He would nod. So if you're able to
I-
repeat it, yeah.
Yeah, I
Adau
would,
just started speaking it.
I'm not gonna say it out loud for the reasons that we've just learned.
Yeah,
But I'm not
just
going to
for the-
say I'm not going to say it out loud. I'm just going to look at him and telepathically say in real time what they're saying in my ears.
Yeah, and he would communicate back to you. He would tell you. He would kind of have a little bit of a frown on his face. It would be like, but then he would kind of shrug, and then you would hear in your head as he's talking back, he'd be like, well, it's sort of just venerating Kaisiax, basically saying that they serve him in his pursuit of knowledge, that sort of thing.
Typical stuff, yeah. Typical
Well,
writer.
so
That doesn't sound very oof or addy of them.
Yeah, so they've not been here for very long, and they're already dick riding that hard.
Yeah, right.
wait, so Adau, did you tell it? Like, did one of y'all two tell us that, or is it just y'all two that knows?
It's just us that know
Because-
for now. And I mean, I guess I'll just you hear in your head, they venerate Kaisiax and they will they will aid him in his quest for knowledge.
Willingly or not, yeah.
This is just Seath, right? Or Seath. Sorry, I'm stupid.
Eat.
See the scaleless,
Yeah.
maybe, you know.
Dragon who was cast out by the other dragons in the olden days of Dark Souls. So tried to find. He basically had a library of all the knowledge of every species and went insane. It's very cool. I just got that I don't know if it's intentional, but I just kind of made that parallel. Also, there were a lot of gemstones in there, and they suck. So
The
Yeah.
gemstones?
yeah,
Yeah,
in
They're
Seath's library.
invisible,
Oh.
So
and you have to walk over them, and then you fall off because of the weird geometry.
I hate them. I hate them. I died so many times trying to get I don't even know what it was, but it was at the end of one of them. And anyway, okay. Well, this is interesting because I would like to aid him in his quest for knowledge, unless it's not really a quest for knowledge and he's kind of gone insane in 3,000 years of isolation. Who knows? Who knows
Wait.
what has happened?
So, what's his deal? I saw you were there was another dragon that was walking away from y'all. I assume you were
Oh, that's his son Bix.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. What did his son have to say?
He said that, very tacitly, that Kaisiax is going to take all of our artifacts from us.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay.
From
he
you.
will.
No, not
definitely
just
take
from
them?
me.
Alright,
Well,
man.
I mean, it's more like this will make a fine addition to my collection as he's stealing
Ah.
lightsabers.
Okay, well, so in that case, whatever a lightsaber is, if he seems like a pretty safe way to store dangerous artifacts, should we come back with Rel?
Wait a minute, hold on.
I would do that. It's a way to essentially get rid of it forever. Give them Relg and the Talisman of Ultimate Hatred or whatever it is.
Toss it in.
Ultimate
yeah,
Evil.
Here's a parting gift just through the
Yeah.
Yeah,
portal,
we can leave, and then we can come back with an envoy that has no magical artifacts except for the things that we want to get fucking rid of. And then
honestly,
there you go.
He might be fine with that. I mean, because I'll say, I'll come back and I'll give this to you, but
Be like,
I
want
have
this
to
one,
use
but
it for
we have
6
more.
months, and then
Yeah.
you can have it. What? That seems reasonable.
Yeah, what's 6 months to a 3,000-plus-year-old dragon?
Yeah, a guy who's been
Right.
collecting things for thousands of years. I think he might.
Yeah, if we
Maybe
give
he
him-
won't be, but
He'll totally
Give
be
me the old, I
reasonable.
can give you one better,
So, anyways, we should go walk around and figure out what the deal with this place is, right? These Oompa
Agreed.
Loompas
We should go to the
definitely
beach.
aren't always chilling.
hang out for a bit, scheme in the water. It's a boogie
Yeah,
board.
honestly, I haven't been on a nice island in okay, well, I haven't
Ever.
been able to relax on a nice
Yeah.
island in about 15 years, so I'm down to go vibe if it looks like
do
we
you,
can.
do you folks have any cool beach games?
what do you guys do for fun?
The dwarf is he'd say oh yeah, we got hacky sack.
Oh boy.
Yeah, okay.
Hell yeah!
Oh, by the way, this guy, he's from Beyond the Barrier.
What?
They
What the fuck?
they all look at you guys, or they look at Talvo and the
Wreckers stops, hacky sack
Oh,
falls to the
gee!
ground.
And I gesture over to Jordy.
And they chuckle though, and they kind of chuckle, and they say, oh, some of us here are from beyond the barrier too.
Oh, nice. You see, hey Talvo,
okay.
you know it. No.
Wow.
Talvo, roll history. You may actually know about some of
Yeah,
these
you
people
probably
that are
do
here.
know. But no, I wouldn't actually say that.
Yeah, they
I
say
don't
like,
know,
oh
they
yeah,
all
like
seem-
Vinny, he's from beyond the barrier, and then one of them was like, yeah, no,
My
he is.
cousin.
Vinny's from beyond the barrier.
What, are Vidi and Vici there too?
What's your cousin?
They're like, no, Vinny, he's cool. He's up at the castle, you know.
Oh, neat.
Wait,
Great.
this Benny guy,
Yeah.
he's ever shown you any sort of like circular open-faced pastry, has he?
I don't.
You're talking about cannoli? Yeah, he had those for us.
Talvo, what's a cannoli?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
I'm gonna look over to Hingwis and I'm gonna say to him in Thieves' Camp, I think we're gonna have to kill Benny before we leave.
We're gonna kill this guy. Right now.
No, but no,
What's the
they're
lore
like,
with Vinny?
They'd be like, Vinny, he's pretty cool. He's got some really cool tusks.
Tusks?
Is he an orc?
I like point to like me. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, tusks or
Oh, they're not. I mean, they're not that big. Like they're much shorter. But they go well. They go well with his greenish skin. They're pretty cool.
oh.
Yo, Talvo! Talvo, it's just like, Rook's friends, right?
Yeah, Talvo,
Yeah,
you've seen orcs
friends.
before because they were, orcs on the other side of the barrier were a thing.
Yeah, don't call Rook an orc. That's
I thought
He
well,
didn't see a-
he's a human, but like didn't he know people like this?
he ran around in orc face, yeah.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Getting raised by that culture is actually appropriating it.
Yeah, he was literally
From
raised by
birth,
orcs.
he's an orc. All right. Well, I don't know that. So, oh man, wow, Rook's kind of an asshole now. So
That's like
that's what
fucking
I was
Rook.
just going with that.
I mean, in a few ways he kind of was.
He did take
But-
Hilda's Volge and then just leave. So I never come back. That's kinda mean.
Quick question. Just from generally looking around, is there like a lot of amethyst lying around like there was in our in the cave?
No, actually, not really. Although when you look over at the castle, like it gets up on like a little rocky kind of island again, right? And there are parts of the rocks where like there's amethyst clusters.
That's like the only chunks of amethyst I can really see aside from like the actual shell of the dimension itself.
Yeah. The island
Is that
itself
is that
a-
made of amethyst? Like, is it solid? Do you guys know? Any of the ones who are here?
You ask the people.
Yeah.
The water genasi. She actually will. She'll speak up. She speaks in a language that none of you guys know. I don't think any of you know Primordial or whatever.
Great.
Nope.
But the elf would then translate it to you guys, and she's like, yes. Ella here says that Ella says that she swam out to the edge, and it is solid.
Neat.
what happens if you break it?
Yeah. Hey, Bree.
Just be
the
careful
actual
for
sea.
if you don't know how to swim very well. Some of the fish might be a little aggressive.
Yeah, I'm guessing everything here is rather exotic.
How far was it again?
Yeah, it's like she asks the water genasi who says something, and she's like, it's about a 20-minute swim.
I was used to like old antiquated. You
That's 20
like,
minutes
oh,
for
that's like
you.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. How fast can you swim?
Hey,
Don't say pretty fast.
Helios, can you tell the machine thing to swim? Like, can it do that?
It weighs
I mean,
like
it
a
can't
Prius.
swim.
You're gonna
It
say
could probably-
you're gonna drive your Prius in the ocean and be like, all right.
It can, it can probably go out there just on the bottom. It walks
It doesn't
along.
have to breathe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hold on,
it
yeah,
can
wait, it
swim.
can pause the Caribbean. It just be like, hey.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It was that scene from Pirates of the Caribbean where all those the zombies just walk along the
Are
bottom.
they waterproof? Like, what if
Yeah,
the fish
yeah.
attack them?
Well, half the damage will transfer to you. You're fine. It's fine.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Does it work both ways?
No, it's only one way. So,
Okay, good.
do you tell it to do that?
I don't know. I mean, I kind of want it. I mean, what's the range on it? Like, if it walks out and it's like 5 miles away.
Oh
does it
yeah,
still
yeah.
work?
If it's only 60 feet, and then it will just shut
Okay.
down.
So I would also
Oh.
have to be in the canoe and go through the.
You
Good idea,
can
though.
fly. You have flying on your viol, correct?
Yeah, that
Yeah, but
lasts
if it
for how
goes down
long?
enough, right? You know.
60. Yeah. I assume this water was at 60 feet deep the entire way.
Yeah, we'll go.
It's
ask how
actually
deep it is.
65 foot deep, crazily enough.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but also fly only lasts a minute, right?
Yeah, so I would have to go very fast.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't last very long.
Yeah. Same for haste. I mean,
Yeah, haste fly me is like a dart. That's
Just
a wall.
haste. If we want to get someone up there, haste Hingwis, and he'll be up at the roof in like a minute.
oh,
It's
I could
10
haste myself.
minutes.
Oh, it's
Flies
10 minutes.
10
Fly
minutes,
is.
Light.
Yeah.
So you get halfway there and then plummet into the ocean.
True.
Well, you get a flying speed of 60 feet per round.
And then I'll cast
So-
haste on you.
60 feet.
That's 600 minutes.
600 feet per minute. So 6,000 feet. You can go a mile. So is it half a mile there and back? We should be good.
Hmm. Why are we trying this so hard? Should we like walk around the island first before trying to dismantle its shell?
Probably.
Well,
I wanted,
yeah.
I mean,
Probably.
don't get
I
me wrong.
wanted to play
like,
cool beach games, but they don't do anything cool here. So
What, you don't like
Oh,
hacky
hacky
sack,
sack.
dude? That's a classic.
I would style on this dumbass little dwarf and hacky sack.
You don't know that.
Wouldn't be fun.
Bro, they've been
Yes,
here
I do.
several
lowest
hundred
I do.
years.
roll
They've
ever
had
is
nothing
like
to
1
do but
billion.
hacky sack. Yeah, roll your hacky sack check. Roll against
Yeah.
the dwarf. I don't believe that you're better than this guy. He's been
What do you
playing hacky
want?
sack for
You want
possibly literally
dexterity?
centuries.
You want fucking acrobatics?
It's definitely
You
a
want
performance
athletics? Performance?
Performance?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, shit,
while
that's
while
hard.
Talvo styles on the villagers, I will be right back. If that is okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's take a
Yeah.
quick little break while you guys think about what you're gonna do here.
Yeah.
Just,
I like that.
yeah, let's take a quick little break,
Disjointed.
and then I'm gonna go grab a drink, and then we'll see what you guys come up with. In a
Hacky
moment.
sack art.
I don't know what's up with that, but we're back. Sorry, we were looking at the sheets only up in Fortnite competition.
Oh, I get $10,000.
How is the phrase "made to order" a fucking registered copyright?
Wait, seriously? Who the fuck owns that?
She's.
Ow!
I don't think that's
Ow.
enforceable.
No,
It's like,
considering
when the React guys should the trademark
Yeah, they
the
didn't
word
come up with
React.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like LeBron James trying to copyright Taco Tuesday.
What?
Is it just because there's dashes in it, maybe?
Probably.
Probably.
Like one
The
word?
spelling and the font. They like the font and shit. But
Do you guys know the difference between trademark and copyright?
You can't trade a mark, but you can copy a
No,
phrase.
no, it doesn't. I just realized.
That's
I just realized.
Pretty
it's not
sure
worth,
you can trade a mark.
incorrect buzzard.
Well, I just realized it's not worth going into, so never mind.
Well, it is worth going into. Trademark is just it's a logo or something that indicates your business specifically.
It
right?
identifies a business. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas a copyright is like a patented, or sorry, it's not. Well, it's different than a patent, but it's similar to a patent more in that it's like a creation of something.
You gotta get
Yeah,
on
some
this
work.
All I
Doritos.
know is undermining copyright almost as cool as tax.
True.
Yeah.
And
I-
piracy.
Look,
And
Your
piracy.
mic, your
Duncan,
mic cut out
that's-
half
that's
those words.
under- that's
So his mic cut out for the exact
The
illegal
exact
part of
words.
the
Yeah.
It's almost as cool as
All I
tax.
know is better than
Duncan, while you were gone at the end of the break,
I wasn't
Duncan, we learned that 31 in Turkish means to jerk off. So there you go.
Oh,
we
hell yeah.
also learned
It's
that
a book
104
reading.
is the new official funny number of Italy. Because it's about doing tax evasion by pretending to be disabled in Italy,
Yep.
apparently.
And then 2137 is a funny number in Poland because it's when a pope died.
They must have
yeah,
really
you told me
fucking
that.
hated the Pope, I guess.
El
Eh,
Pogo.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Anyways, so you guys are on this island, and you're gonna play
Anyway.
hacky sack, and then what else? What were you gonna do?
I pulled Bree aside, and I'm like, "Hey, Bree, so our coffers are running a little low, right? Like, I sense you feel the same way.
They could be high, yeah.
So I want to see, we don't immediately see any amethyst, but I think we should go around the island a little bit and see if there's anything valuable that we might be able to acquire."
Oh, hell yeah, that was already my plan.
Oh, perfect. Okay, well then, while Talvo distracts them with insane hacky sacking skills, I think you and I should go around and see what.
How
we
is
can
the
find.
rogue always the least treasure motivated for me? This actually blows my fucking mind.
It's kind of funny. All right, so yeah, actually, well, you asked earlier what roll it would be, but it would be let's do an athletics check. I know you rolled one already, but do an athletics check. Or okay, well, actually, no, wait, hold on. It depends. Do you want it to be more about like the tricks you're gonna do, or like the pure athleticism, like in like endurance?
I want it to be about like I literally want to do a circle around this door, keeping it well out of his like arm's reach in the air.
Okay,
with,
like just use
cool
only.
flying
I mean, yeah,
kicks.
like just like juggling with your feet like normal hacky sack, but just going like around and up and over him repeatedly.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that'd be acrobatics then, which is probably better for you.
it is, but I get like advantage on both, so it doesn't super matter.
My God!
Dunked on!
Yeah, this dwarf
Dunked
gets
on!
absolutely dunked on. As you just said, you even at one point go like literally like you swoop it from one leg to the other through his legs and then up and over. Like he's just like like trips. The rest of the villagers like they kind of laugh at this. They like it. Meanwhile,
Isn't this the only thing you do for fun?
he kind of like the dwarf is like panting as he's been trying to take it away, and he's like, well, he also play frisbee.
What's the disc
Oh
golf?
shit!
You gotta have him do it. Let's have a disc golf course on the island.
Yeah. And like that's like the village.
Cool.
There's like a little like
Island
woodland glade, and then there's just disc golf things every so often. That's all there is on the side.
What is this, Wii Sports Resort?
Yeah, wait, and then the mountain with the plane and the...
So meanwhile, Hingwis and Bree kind of sneak away off to the other side of the island, where the thing is, I said before, there's not really a lot of amethyst on this part of the this main island. Again, because it's connected to the other, basically two separate islands with a little sandbar connecting them, right? this island here doesn't really have much in the way of Amethyst, but every so often, like, you're kind of like sifting through the sand and stuff, or like you see the waves, the gentle waves coming up, they'll uncover some Amethyst chunks. Roll me a perception check, both of you guys, Hingwis and Bree.
The sand.
Okay. So Bree is kind of like busy looking through the sand here, but then Hingwis, you kind of like look out to the ocean. Well, it's not ocean, you know, but it's the sea, this artificial sea. You're like looking around, and then a glimmer catches your eye. There's no sun in the air here, but there is. It does seem like there is kind of like there's a concentration of light that is meant to emulate the sun. It is actually moving in the sky. You guys have been here about maybe an hour at this point. So you've kind of noticed it moving, like it emulates a day-night cycle, so that, well, you functionally so that the creatures don't get fucked by their circadian rhythm, right? So, oh, by the way, the temperature here is just like, and everything is basically as you would imagine on like an island paradise. Like, it is very clearly meant to be just like ideal, you know, perfect paradise existence. The waves
So I
are like
immediately took off my like 15 layers that I was wearing because it's mid fucking winter as soon as I stepped through.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you came from a wintry, you know, you're in the middle of winter. It is like, it's like 80 degrees here, but with a light breeze, so it's like perfect temperature. So you guys, so Hingwis, you are like looking out to the sea, and then a glimmer from the artificial sun equivalent, right, catches your eye, where it bounces off something below the water. About 100 feet out in the water, and like at the bottom of the floor of the ocean here, the sea. The sea is very clear, by the way. It's like Bahamas, like turquoise blue water. So you can actually see straight down. There's a chunk of like. At first, you're kind of like, is that like a coral reef or something? But no, it's an amethyst like spot, like a massive deposit of amethyst with clusters sticking out.
Bree.
What?
We can
is
get
it?
this. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a glimmer. That's got to be like possibly 100 pounds of amethyst out there, possibly more. Like, it might genuinely be a challenge to get this shit back on the shore. That's gonna fetch such a goddamn high price, Bree. I think we can make millions.
Bree's pogging.
Okay, all right.
We're not making it out of here.
Okay, so the plan. Do you have any large sea creatures you can transform into?
I could become a plesiosaurus, right?
What
Yeah,
the
we're
fuck
seeing
is even
those
that?
I think you can, yeah.
A plesi-
Well,
What
I
the
can
fuck
conjure
is a
one, but I don't know if I can become one.
We'll conjure one, see it.
It
go,
is a
"Hell yeah,"
beast.
and then become one.
It's technically a beast, and it's only challenge rating 2. It's yeah, you can become one.
Wait, I can actually become one.
Yeah.
Can you become one and summon one for double the lifting power?
Maybe.
Do you speak Plesiosaurus?
I mean, they don't speak any language. They're just beasts.
It was at this point Talvo realized that Bree and Hingwis walk off with each other, and a feeling of dread falls over him. He didn't mean to be a distraction.
I can make 3 plesiosauruses at a time.
Okay. You want to do that and go grab some of this amethyst? It's right there. It looks like it's gonna be super easy to go and get.
I don't like how you said that.
This
Yeah,
is like
I'll
a half a
split with
mile
you.
away, right? Like, we still definitely just see them.
Oh, it's only like a few hundred feet away, but like there's like trees and stuff in the way. They went to the other side of the island because they didn't want to be spotted, you know.
Okay. Sorry.
Bree has a think about it and wants to, like, could she sort of check if it seems, like, does it look like, oh, it's just by itself, there's no, you know, catch to that?
Roll
Just
me
chilling
a
there.
perception check. So yeah, it looks like for the most part pretty safe, but then you realize that a little further out, the water gets even deeper, and at that point it's a little too deep to be fully clear and see-through, and you do see like what looks like movement. You can't really see what's moving there, but you do see signs of movement. Maybe it's a school of fish or something, but there's something out there.
Okay, all right. I have an idea. Just how fast do you think you can swim? As a plesio, a plesio.
I can swim
Halfling.
40 feet.
Like, at all?
What would the equivalent of that be?
Yeah, well, yeah, you would just describe, you'd be like, you would probably say something like a little quicker than I can run, right? Because you can normally run 30 feet around, and it's 40 feet around of swimming, so slightly quicker than you can run.
I swim slow as a motherfucker. So, I can either... we have two options here. I can make you fast, or I can reduce the size of the amethyst to make it easier to carry.
You can fly!
Can't fly through water.
Yeah,
Wait, how
it's-
deep under the water is this?
So it's like 100 feet out and then 60 feet down. Like the you know, the coastline slopes down. The underwater
So,
sand.
if I make it... I can only make one of you guys fast. If you can make three of them and then become one yourself. But I can make it small and easy to carry. So then you'd be having an easy time. And then come up to the surface. And then I'll fly out and grab y'all. And, you know, fly up out of the water. Where that drop-off is. And then I think we're home free. And no one will know. And we'll have a shitload of amethyst. I think this is a perfect heist.
Okay, go.
I'm thinking about like checking, like sending some reef sharks to go and check.
Okay.
Ooh, smart.
Can I make 4 reef sharks, please?
Okay, sure thing. You summon some reef sharks in the shallow part of the water and then tell them to go check it out?
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys are like watching them. You see the sharks swim over.
They stick close, like a couple of them stick close together because they're pack tactics.
Mhm. They swim over towards this amethyst like deposit at the bottom of the ocean floor as it's sloping down and away. And they get down there and they're kind of swimming around like it seems like it's fine. But then they start doing like a panicked like zigzag. And you see all of a sudden coming out of like the deeper part that's a little darker, more obscure, is a massive mouth. And it has frills around it and a scaled head and a snapping jaw. And you see a sea serpent go whoosh, and literally gobble up one of the sharks instantly.
I think it'll fit in our lake.
A big old, like a fully grown sea serpent just snaps up a shark and then it goes back into the deep part. And the sharks start swimming rapidly up to you. And when they get back up to you, they're like flailing around, basically trying to tell you, like, yeah, there was a fucking sea serpent there. But you already know because you saw it.
It's like the one from Avatar.
It's not that big.
Last. Oh, okay.
Yeah, not quite that big. But it is, but it's, yeah. It wasn't like, it was about the size of like
Do I recognize it? Like, have I seen anything like it before?
You've never seen a sea serpent, no. Bree hasn't really even been to oceans that much, I think, so.
Yeah.
What it is? Fuck, shit. Did my microphone come through? Do I know what it is?
You actually will roll me. Actually, well, Bree can roll this too because you might still know stuff. Roll me nature checks. Okay.
I have no idea.
Yeah, Hingwis. You actually. The funny thing is, Hingwis definitely would have heard legends about them because he grew up in a coastal port town. But like legends are, you know, like myths and stuff, right? That's Bree. You have read about them and heard more legit stories about them, Bree. Sea serpents they're kind of like they're related to dragons, but they're functionally like lesser dragons. They're kind of in the same tier as like drakes, where they are not quite as intelligent as full dragons, but they are still pretty fearsome. And if you can't swim, like, you know, very well, you're not going to be a match for sea serpents because they're just going to tear you apart in the water.
Did it eat all the reef sharks?
It only ate one, and then the rest ran back to you.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't even try to fight it because they just would have. They basically knew they would have been fucked.
Yeah.
Okay, we have options here. I can charm it, or I can make you fast, or I can reduce the size of the thing. If you can charm that monster as well, can you charm something while being a creature? Can you cast spells while being a creature?
Not
Well,
unless.
I don't really have
Maybe
any
yours
charm
are weird.
spells.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
fair
mean
enough.
that too.
Okay, well, I mean, okay, so I could charm it, and that doesn't need me to concentrate on it being charmed. So I could make, I can make it easy to carry, and then as it appears, I'll like ride on your back and charm it.
What spell
Is
is
that
it
supposed
used
to
to
be
charm it?
Easiest way. Huh?
What spell are you use to charm it?
Charm monster?
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
It's a monster, you know.
It is,
a
yeah.
creature can see
So
within
you're
range.
not wrong.
It's scary.
Oh wait, range is 30 feet. I'll have to go under the water a little bit, but I mean, alternatively, you can
how does it
conjure up.
compare? How does it compare to a purple worm?
I mean, it's bigger than a purple worm, but
Oh, okay. Because we could do the same thing as with the purple worm and polymorph into a worm, and
Like
then
anchovy.
Oh, true. Can you like do that?
I can't.
Probably
I
make
can
it
guess
like a
it.
sea snake or something
Geos.
that won't drown in the water. Like
Yeah,
fish,
fair enough.
maybe.
Well, but if it drowns and then it turns back into its normal self, and then we bring it back, and then Adau saves
I want
it.
real quick, Helios and Adau. I want you guys to roll perception checks.
I have a passive wisdom of 21 perception. I don't know what this means if I ever use it.
Yeah, that means your passive perception is pretty.
Okay, so that means I
yeah.
can't roll lower than that.
Well, you can.
No,
it just
it's-
kind of depends on if it's a passive check or an active check. Which
Gotcha.
means-
Yeah,
So my ass-
so the,
so I
basically
can't fuck.
passive.
yeah.
Yeah, passive is just like when he doesn't want us to know, basically, and he's just seeing what we would notice
Yeah.
when not actively looking.
Yeah, which honestly, you could actually make a case that this would be that, actually, now that I think about it, but that's okay. Adau, you notice...
I won't reroll because I have a down for smart.
Adau, you notice you were kind of distracted by Talvo playing hacky sack, and then they're starting to get the frisbee, going. But then you look over and you see Hingwis and Bree, like, on the other side of the island, like, looking at the water and, like, pointing and, like, making, like, plans, like, in the sand and stuff.
That's interesting. Well, I guess I'll go see what they're doing.
Like a big stick, and I'm just like, okay, so the sea serpent, and I draw like a really shitty, like it looks like a fucking piece of
It's
bread.
just it's a potato with eyes and a tongue.
Yeah.
Go ahead and paint right now and put it in the chat.
It looks like a kindergartner's drawing of a cat.
So now you get over here, and you see they're clearly scheming.
What are you
Okay.
guys doing?
Oh, hey, Adau. Okay, so you said earlier you like the idea of things being purple, right?
Yes.
I see
You
a
could say
large
that.
source of purple out there, and I like kind of point at it.
Oh, the sky.
Source of purple.
No, down.
Down.
Uh,
I
in
I
the-
look.
Here, I like get next to him, like follow my finger there, like in the water. You see how the water like suddenly gets darker, like just in front of that. It'll like sparkle occasionally. You may not be able to see it.
So
Point is,
you think there's a giant gem there?
massive chunk of amethyst.
Massive amethyst.
Huge.
Chunk? That's Okay.
Huge.
Okay. Interesting.
Question. Well, problem. There is a sea serpent kind of right next to it in the depths. It's not implicitly guarding it, we think, but it is there.
It's there and probably hungry. Well, I would say we leave that one for later, and we just like, have you fly with a chisel up to the roof and just
I mean, we can have me fly up with a chisel and try to break away at the universe that this dragon who rules it has created, but I feel like that's not the best idea.
How is that any worse than taking that amethyst?
Well, because that's, like, unaccounted for, that's just, like, in the sand. Like, they probably don't even know it's there.
It's like the plug for the ocean. So you take it out and just...
You pull it out the...
Yeah. It's, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess.
I can go chisel at the walls of this universe that has been
it's okay.
perfectly created.
Bree, could your stone melding spells work on that if we were to get you close on the carpet or something? It is a stone, Yeah, on the amethyst. Or I could control water and then make
Can you control that much water? It's like 60 feet down.
I think it's not that much. I think it is.
All a 5-foot cube.
Oh no, it's a lot of water. It's
Wait, really?
It's 100,000 square feet or cubic feet, right? Because that's 100 cubed, isn't it? It's 1 million cubic feet of water. Sorry. So
Okay.
I might actually be able to control enough water that you can just walk over there. It would be noticeable.
They're gonna like reinvent like a god to them. They're gonna be like, oh my god, this is part of the ocean.
Yes, Adam and Steve are here. They
The
know
other
about this.
purple dragon.
Okay, wait. We're
God.
cooking? Hang on.
Parting the purple sea.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure that happened way after Adam.
Yeah, but they probably. I mean, we were gonna ask about. Oh, anyway, so
Yeah. But,
You. What do you want me to do?
okay,
Anyways.
if I make myself large and then make myself fast, and then you part the sea so that I can fly straight over to it and try to pick it up.
He's probably like embedded in the ground.
Oh, why did the cameras freeze? Fuck, I messed them up.
Well, do I want to be fast or do I want it to be small? Wait, can you control water?
Only Britsha's moving.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with the...
Oh, I forgot. I have a bag of holding now.
What the fuck happened with the cameras?
Oh no, what did happen with the
Oh
cameras?
god, Britsha, they can't stop time on the rest of us.
I
We're
don't
just
know what the
watching
fuck
it.
happened. This shouldn't be happening like this. God damn it. Hold on, I gotta re-pop it out now. There we go, okay.
Woo!
Oh yeah, sorry. to interrupt.
Wow, if I lean
Okay,
down, I'm just
we're
gonna
good.
go for you.
Okay, Bree, would you rather like swim with some? Hey, yo, what the fuck?
It's
that?
Naha.
It's been
Oh,
That's
okay.
Naha.
I'll take your word for it.
You act like we don't know.
Sorry,
Yeah,
what?
sure, okay, buddy.
Is world famous Peggle speedrunner
Some
and
kind
Super
of
Mario
panache.
World
Okay.
Maker.
He just shows up sometimes.
Oh, that guy. Okay, of course. Why didn't you open with that?
Stuart Little Enjoyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so, all right, Bree, would you rather like be fast and have a couple other like sea creatures around you as bait for it to grab instead of you, and you grab it, or would you rather he literally part the sea? Hang on, Yellow. Okay, give me 1 minute. Or would you rather Adau here part the sea and then I fly in and grab it real quick, and like possibly risk life and limb? Or Adau, can you like use water to push it up a little bit towards us?
I could. Yeah, I guess I could try. Can I try to like funnel the water into the sides to displace the sand around it? And does that work?
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay,
I will have
I'll
to
do
join.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
sharp.
So
CFO.
you what spell are you using? Control water or whatever?
Control water. Yeah.
Okay. 300 feet, so it's within range. Yeah. If you control any a cube to 100 feet. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you try to do this. The problem is that it's not just like free floating amethyst.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to see if I can't move the sand from the bottom.
Yeah.
By doing like a vortex or something.
Yeah, so you start to do this, and the sand definitely swirls up, and it kind of reveals that the amethyst is connected directly into more amethyst.
Okay.
And it just goes further down. Like, basically, it seems like underneath the sand, everything is amethyst.
Damn, so there's a lot more amethyst here than I thought.
Okay. So I guess we'll just need to break off this large chunk.
You could probably do that.
Bree, you had some sort of stone melting thing?
My things are either like move earth, which seems to only deal with terrain, and then there's transmute rock, which makes like rock into mud. I don't know if that like will ruin the amethyst.
I'll be right back.
Well, so amethyst is just okay. Adau does not know this. Never mind. Adau has no idea how to do that.
Okay, wait. Can you transmute the mud back into rocks?
Yes.
It can do that, but would that mess up the amethyst?
Do we have any amethyst on us?
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, I have some.
Okay. Does it cost you a spell slot, Bree, to do that?
Yes, it is a spell.
It's a level 5.
Level 5?
Yeah.
The 5th level
I
spell
just
for
used one
send
to make
rock into
those
mud?
sharks.
But you can transmute a lot of it. So,
I see.
what about sharks, Bree?
Oh,
don't worry about the
I've
sharks.
used. I have 2 level 5s, and I used 1 for the sharks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're still there
Well-
watching this.
Yeah. Still, yeah. Fair.
Okay, so I
But
just
so
wanna- the transmute thing. Hold on. It only lasts until the duration, yeah, and then it would turn back.
no, it doesn't turn. Oh wait, yeah, it remains. You're right, it does.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta mute myself real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Spells.
Helios.
It says duration until
yeah.
dispelled.
Oh yeah, you're right. Wait. Oh shit. Yeah, you're right. Okay, maybe. Okay. Helios and Talvo, you guys are hanging out with the villagers here. You guys both notice that there's a little group coming down from the castle, crossing over the sandbar right now. It's actually a group of 5 centaurs. One of whom has armor on. The rest
What
of
do
whom
I roll to see if I remember any of their faces?
and then on top of the armored centaur, riding on its back, is an orc. You've heard about orcs from Rook back when he traveled with you guys. But this is the first time you've ever seen an orc in person. Talvo, you've seen orcs before, but not in a while.
That's an orc. That's an orc.
Gotcha.
What the fuck is even that?
The orc
What
has some
the
very
hell is
light.
even that?
The orc has some light armor on, but is very clearly a warrior of some sort.
I wonder why he could be telling us about what armor they're wearing.
And this little
Anyway.
group
Wait.
of 5 centaurs plus an orc is riding up to the village.
Do they see us?
You guys are kind of on the opposite side of the island that's sheltered by a bit of the trees, so
Oh, so
Do they
the 3 of
see
us don't even know
us?
that they've arrived.
you don't see this either, yeah. They haven't arrived just yet, but they're about to arrive. Talvo and Helios, you guys do anything?
Do I
Have they
recognize-
seen us?
Yeah, they see the villagers talking and interacting with you guys.
Like, well, Talvo could just stay still and just out of existence. So I guess we're.
I mean, no,
They gotta
it's
see me at
not
least.
magic. I can't just disappear in an open.
Yeah.
You basically
There are
can.
limits.
Anyway, so
Dig yourself under the sand like those ants.
just like an ostrich, just blend in. Well,
Although
I mean,
you could
everyone else
pretend
has
to be
been
having
like,
you could pretend to be having an argument after you're casting an offensive spell on me and instead just make me invisible.
true.
But I get a feeling I probably want to steer this conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's what we do: offer them to Kaisiax. They have 4 legs, so they're probably better. And then you can use it for their ego, and then like juke
You have
them.
horse
and
legs,
That's how we
though.
win. I don't know how.
How is a horse supposed to play hacky sack?
If you give a horse a hacky sack, I don't know.
Yeah, but they don't like
That's
bend
just-
outwards. They bend like inwards. Like
Okay, well they can.
Yeah, but they can
Sick
use their,
tricks.
but they can use their back, like their horse butt, to like hip bump it.
okay, that's true.
Yeah, and
that's
like
true.
you don't hacky sack by kicking your knee forwards. You like move
Well,
your
you
legs sideways.
sideways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
but
like
they
the
can't
side,
really do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I don't think. I
Yeah,
don't
they
think
can. Horses do that literally all the time.
Okay.
Like,
Okay,
like
let's
a,
go.
like a
wait,
horse.
let's-
A horse.
Why
could
are
knock
we
it
debating
off.
this when this is like a
Let's go-
fantasy world? Like there's
Let's
a
go
giant
to YouTube.
purple lizard ruling over this
Horse
realm like
playing-
1,000 feet away, and we're asking about what horse legs do.
Duncan, quick, ask ChatGPT if horses could play hacky sack. This is
I'm
vital
just
to the
saying,
campaign.
like horses,
trust
like a
that.
horse, like a centaur could do a sick. Like if they knocked it up, they could just have it land on their back, and they could stall it forever, and like you couldn't win.
True.
Okay, I looked up horse playing
Chat
hacky sack.
GPT
on
says a centaur playing hacky sack presents some logistical challenges.
YouTube. Okay, we'll ask him about a centaur because centaurs.
I did say centaur.
Oh shit! I did.
It is still generating its tail, prehensile tail. Is the tail prehensile on a centaur?
Probably not.
I don't know.
They could a light kick from a foreleg. Yeah,
That sounds
so
like a
standing on their hind legs and using their forelegs is the only way it can think about
Here's
that.
a question: if Mr. Hands were around, would the centaur be any different? Okay, sorry.
I'm not answering. I'm not asking Chat GPT that question.
I don't know enough information about this, and I prefer it to stay that way. I think.
TSM knows about what I'm saying. Like,
How bad is that?
You don't want to know.
yeah, you don't.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to know. Okay. Anyways,
It involves a Boeing engineer.
would it be more or less ethical? I mean, I guess you could ask for consent at least, but
Yeah, that's so it would be ethical.
if it said
know?
yes, I mean, like.
Well, I mean, well, yeah, but how can? What's it
Anyway.
gonna? What are you gonna do? It's a centaur. You can't make it.
Okay.
I mean, he was a Boeing engineer. He's probably pulling six figures. That's probably got to go a long way in the courting.
Okay, so
Right?
let's. All right,
Anyway.
so these centaurs are approaching. Talvo and Helios, you guys are hanging out here. They quickly ride up, and they stop a few paces away. The orc,
Wave at him. Hello.
yeah, the orc hops off of the centaur. And the orc would call out to you all. And you actually can understand him. Even though you know he's not speaking a language that you know. He's speaking Orcish. But just somehow you can magically understand him.
It's a great name for a language. What's he speaking? It's Orc-ish.
And
Yeah.
he's like, he calls out and he says, "You there? We expected you."
Me?
We knew you would pursue those you have wronged.
I didn't do shit.
The centaur in charge, like with that has armor on.
Okay, you have a valid claim. I'll give you that.
He takes
I-
off his helmet and he's a long flowing head of hair. And he looks at you and he's like, "You have killed my kin and caused the death of many more."
Yeah, okay, but what did I do to Addie?
Imprisoned her.
No, I didn't. That was the rest of these chuckle fucks. I wanted to let him go home.
You imprisoned her, and you collapsed a cave on the kin of the Goblin King.
Oh, I did, huh? That was me? I cast Earthquake. Hey! Helios, do I can cast Earthquake now?
Yeah.
They don't seem
Wow.
amused by this. The orc now
I'm not
speaks.
joking around. I didn't do that.
The orc speaks and he says, "Little man, if you would please let us speak."
I mean, if you want to keep lying and making shit up, go ahead. I won't stop you.
Kaisiax is a master of knowledge. And he happens to know and has informed me that your group works as one.
Where's the rest of my group right now? I have my good man Helios here, good iron friend who. Where's the rest of them?
Thank you for cutting out every positive thing you've ever said about my character.
My good iron friend who has just joined us.
This orc kind of ignores what you said, and he says...
the mic kept cutting out there for me.
Yeah, no, it did for all of us. I just, context
the orc ignores what you said.
I said my good man Helios.
Yeah. The orc ignores what you said. He's like, Kaisiax doesn't really care for the morality of your actions, and I don't either. What he does care about is that you and your friends have quite the collection of artifacts. More than any group of mortals should have.
Oh, really? What artifacts do I have?
You sure
What do you have?
He's like, again, your group is one. And you have knowledge, as do you all. Kaisiax wishes to have your knowledge.
I mean, I'm into exchanging information, if that's what he'd like to do, but
Yes, if it's
I ain't
all
got no artifacts. I didn't cast Earthquake.
You've
Bought this hat
already...
from Yield Walmart.
Your knowledge will be shared one way or another. After all, you came here, and here you will stay.
He
We'll
doesn't
get back
know,
to that.
Chad. He doesn't
We'll
know.
get back to that.
I mean, if you say so, I guess. I'll hang out for a while.
Would you like to come with us?
Would I like to? No. Am I probably going to?
See, in light of other options, I think it's...
Yes, go get entranced so that we cannot effectively save you.
Okay. Fuck it. Hey, Helios, you want to go fuck around with some purple rocks in the water and burn spell slots when we know a combat encounter's coming up? That
It's
sounds
not
good to you?
necessarily. Hey, we have the plane shift. We could get out at any time. I hope.
Yeah, see?
I
So,
think.
I mean, if you just wanted to like chat, and then they'll just like chat, and then when things go awry, we just be like, oh fuck, and then we figure it out.
Got know how to stick your situations.
I am really lucky, so I don't see any.
The orc kind of looks at you both, and he's like, where are your companions?
That's a great question, actually.
You know,
We're
you keep saying we act as one. I ain't got a fucking clue.
On the other side of the island. Okay, so the sea
was not paying attention.
And we have
I was
four
busy
different
being
species.
amazing at hacky sack. I
This
don't
is the
know where
moment
they
when the
went.
giant splash of water from behind the trees just goes like...
Yeah, what's that sound of rushing water?
This orc, whose name is Vinny, as you found out before, he whistles, and the centaurs actually leave now, and they go and they start to circle the island. The rest of you guys now hear hooves.
Oh, great, it's those centaurs you guys fucked over. Or I don't know if
We didn't fuck them over. They were assholes.
It sounds like you fucked them over.
No.
Well,
look, their city was we couldn't kill Locke if we tried. We didn't try, but even if we did, their town. I mean,
so we're hearing hooves.
Whatever.
Do we try to get out, or do we
This
let them
circles back to what I
Well,
said
we can
last
probably
week.
see
Like,
them.
it's not my fault that they're less scary than a fucking 50-foot tall fucking Boarwoman
yeah.
that commands an
50.
army.
Vinny,
No, not 50, like 12. But still.
12, you say?
Look, if we had killed Locke, we'd be the enemy of the only god on the continent. So, wasn't the best idea.
as the centaurs are riding to meet with the other three, Vinny actually does approach a little closer to Talvo and Helios. He doesn't really seem like he's that hostile. Like he's not actively taking out his weapons or anything. His weapons, by the way, he's a couple swords on his belt on each side. But he looks at you, Helios, and he says, "I've always wanted to see a viol of one of the great bards of the continent. Kaisiax has told me that you hold the viol of Amethyst.
Yes, I learned his name last week.
The instruments of the bards are widely revered in many realms."
Yeah, that's the cool art that he has.
And
Let's have a look at this really cool Spider-Man suit.
True.
It is not an artifact. It has one spell with a 13 DC.
And you, Talvo, Kaisiax tells me you washed ashore from beyond the barrier.
That's what majority here.
I'm also from beyond the barrier, although I came here through different means.
Yeah, I haven't seen many of your folk on this side of the barrier. Other than one guy who really wished he was an orc.
Well, I can't blame him. We are pretty spectacular.
You're all right.
And then, but he kind of chuckles, like he basically meant it as half as a joke. But he's like, I will say though that I have been enlightened by Kaisiax. I never could have attained such knowledge with my kin back in the mountains of Alderland. Not a place where much knowledge travels.
Do I know where Alderland is?
Hardly.
Alderland? Yeah, it's like it's the old world equivalent of like England, basically.
Oh. You have Orc England? And
Well,
they're
it's
all-
like-
It's mostly not orcs.
Yeah, but there's like hills and mountains where there's orcs that are kind of in, like, you know, basically in like the Scottish Highlands, there's like orcs there.
Scottish orcs, huh?
Well, just geographically speaking, and like the more like isolated.
And
parts
knowledge
of,
doesn't flow there, huh? Crazy. What did poetry mean by this world building?
Yeah, fuck the Scottish. Nah. Anyways, no, okay, so he tells you this. You would know where that is, though, Alderland in character. Although it's a long ways away from where you grew up, so.
Where the fuck did you learn about cannoli?
He shrugs. He's like, I had a few friends. I was a sailor like you.
But then,
Not by choice, but I was a slave on a galley of the great
Oh, we
Velican
would've been-
Empire.
We were great friends on the other side of the barrier, man.
Yeah, by the way, he mentioned the great Velican Empire. You know that thing hasn't been around in like 600, 700 years.
Oh. Shit.
It's old.
Well, it's a little before my time. What happened to the Great Velican Empire? How did they crumble?
Yeah, it was like the Romans were basically just like eventually realms just started, like, it just disintegrated eventually. Although there is, like, nowadays, like when you were growing up, there was like the equivalent of like a Byzantine Empire that still called themselves the Velican Empire, right? Like, they technically still exist. They're just like the size of a normal kingdom now.
Oh. Well, I won't let him know that. Oh, the Great Velican Empire.
Almost like he knows what you're thinking. He's like, yes, I know they've fallen now. They do. Kaisiax's knowledge does stretch beyond this realm, and beyond the barrier even. The barrier is not as impermissible as it used to be.
Well,
So we know it's cheesing up. Yeah.
if their knowledge can extend beyond the barrier, like, then what could you possibly want out of me? What could I possibly know that would be beyond your great Dragon Lord knowledge?
Yeah, you can talk to gods and stuff.
There's much knowledge that any creature holds that no other creature holds.
Are you after like my spank bank? Like I genuinely don't know what you're what you're looking for out of me. I have no artifacts. Like, and you have. Seems like you got plenty of humans around here with Adam and Steve.
Kaisiax, sorry, he looks at you and he says, Kaisiax will deem your worth. And while he says this, the rest of the group, you see this group of 5 centaurs approaching.
What's the plan? Are we genieing out of here, or are we letting him take us?
We could, us 3, just genie out of here. That would be really funny, I think. But,
I tell
no.
the reef sharks to lure the sea serpent over.
Yeah, well, as these centaurs are approaching, you're like, okay, quick, guys. They go down there, but then you just see, like, from the deeper part of the water, the sea serpent just goes and noms on another one, and then goes back down deep. Like, it doesn't seem like it's going to leave that deeper part.
Alright.
Damn.
Centaurs
try.
have almost arrived.
Well, I mean, I guess let's just go back there, meet with the group, and then you pop the genie out and we leave. If we want to, you know.
But like, do they have like we're just gonna like we started this off. We just leave.
Well,
Will they follow?
I don't
us
have
back?
any spell slots above 4th level, so I can't fight at all, you know.
The centaurs have pretty much reached you.
I
at this
anyone
point.
doesn't burn first levels. It's like reverse normal combat. I've
Yeah.
actually prepared.
The centaurs slow down, and they're not like
Why
actively charging you right away or anything. They're clearly willing to talk.
Yeah.
The
Hey
leader
there.
one calls out. He still has his helmet like held at his side with one of his arms, but he waves with the other arm and says, "Hail."
Hingwis, you were saying something?
Hi, hello, hail, indeed. Good sir. Does he know what I'm saying? Does he speak what I speak?
Oh yeah, he probably.
He said it
You
in like
speak
the human
Elvish.
tongue that you guys speak. in
Oh,
the
he
area.
speaks Elvish? Okay, yeah, I'll
Why
speak
not?
Dragon Elvish.
Okay, yeah, he
So it
also
sounds like I'm
speaks
speaking like Street Gang variant Elvish.
Elvish.
Yeah,
And
Dragon
he-
Elvish from the capital.
He
street
responded
or
in Elvish,
yeah.
and he says, "I do not recognize you, although your friends I do have quarrel with." Actually, no, he wouldn't recognize Bree either. He would only recognize Adau. Now I think about it.
Yeah.
Do I know who they are?
We probably would have explained.
Yeah,
As I think part of my problem with this whole thing is this is the day I was out, so I don't know who we hate.
it was
I
only
was along for the
Talvo.
ride.
Yeah, well, out of this group, it was
Yeah.
only Talvo, Helios, and Adau who were around when you guys like had
Oh right,
beef
so yeah, the
with the
centaurs.
centaurs.
I don't know anything
Yeah.
about the orc, about like whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't think any of us know Vinny, except for maybe Talvo, but it might just be that he is an orc who knows how to make cannolis.
Yeah,
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
let's
The,
hear him out though. Like if he makes a good cannoli, I'm down to
yeah.
worship him for a little
So,
bit.
so in
Yeah,
any
but,
case,
like-
yeah,
But,
he-
like,
oh yeah.
I just want to ask, what's this centaur's name? I feel like I don't remember in real life, but
You don't
You know,
recognize the centaur.
oh, it's different guy?
It's a different centaur.
Oh.
To be clear, you never
Alright.
met all the centaurs in the area. Like, you knew
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
multiple groups that were basically defending the wellspring, and then they got overran by Hilda and her forces, and then they were trying to take it back, and they approached you about that, but then you guys
And then,
fought
yeah,
them
we
instead.
didn't even have I didn't have a chance. Talvo was like, "Oh yeah, we were gonna torture your friend," and you know, so
Yeah, so then
we
they-
did, you know.
So then you like fought that group, but there were other groups of centaurs. That wasn't like the whole thing of centaurs, right?
Okay, that
So you
makes
don't
sense.
recognize any of these, but they are clearly of that same group.
Oh,
Yeah.
good centaur. Wait, what's your name, sir?
Oh shit, I didn't actually have a name for him.
Tell me all of their names right
Bilbo.
now.
His name is Bilbo.
Bilbo. Well, Bilbo, I am very sorry of this problem, this source of tension that you might have with this guy here. I cannot condone his actions enough. He has not filled me in on the details, but apparently he was the bad guy, and I'm very sorry that that's the case.
I literally wasn't. Okay, maybe we were. Maybe we were. We've changed, Mr. Bilbo.
He keeps He keeps claiming to have changed, but y'all know the story of the Goblin King or something. I don't know.
And you would know it's different. You would know it's different.
The only thing we were guilty of is being more scared of an army than like 6 centaurs.
Yeah.
This centaur Bilbo, he nods his head. He says, "I appreciate your honesty, but your friends, your group as a whole, clearly have not changed. It clearly has not changed in its ways, seeing as our new friend Oof told us of the tales of trying to dig out his buried kin, women and children included."
And he bragged to us that he was going to use a dagger with a demon in it to kill every dragon, elf, man, woman, and child on the continent. He's scum. It's not the same.
The centaur seems a little offended.
Scummery aside, as I cover his mouth. I want it on record that I at least was firmly against the earthquaking of his kingdom, and we all did believe that down there was not, a bunch of women and children. It seemed to just be a war band, and, I mean, is a war band not supposed to be prepared for war? So, it was an unfortunate happenstance that there were women and children down there, but we didn't see any when we first went to speak with them. We thought it was just, combatants who were actively planning on fighting us.
I was in the library.
The centaur kind of nods. He kind of thinks for a second, and he nods, and he's like, to be honest, I've never cared for the goblins, but times have made us allies.
Well,
you all have made us allies. And Kaisiax has made us allies.
Wait, yeah. So what does Kaisiax get from all of this? Making y'all allies specifically.
Friends.
Well, he wants our artifacts, clearly, and these are just his instruments.
Kaisiax has offered us refuge and training and power if we only help him with his goals.
Power over what? Locke?
Training for what?
Like revenge for the sieging of your people? Or am I missing the point here?
Our vengeance will be exacted at one point or another. We trust Kaisiax.
Hey, Kasaria, do you think these guys are full of it or what?
Kasaria literally does the mental equivalent of a shrug. And then she says, you were the ones foolish enough to enter a gemstone dragon's realm. And she kind of laughs, like,
"Oh, we've been here longer than we thought."
She laughs spitefully because, I bet it's very clear she thinks you're like screwed.
I would tell Kasari to fucking shut up and help out, or else she's gonna spend the next million years in a fucking stone room.
Yeah, like there won't even be a stupid immature dragon elf to talk to you when you're sat on a pedestal for 3,000 more years in here. I don't think you want to be stuck in here any more than I do.
She kind of chuckles and she's like, "Well, the thing is, I have probably more knowledge than you, and if this Kaisiax is interested..."
Wait, you think he's gonna let you out? I was just saying I was gonna let you out.
She just chuckles.
Out loud. Do you say your parts out loud when you talk to her?
No, it's telepathic.
Let her out and then dip, and then just let them fight.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, we'd have to create a new body. It's just her soul in here.
So the
kill.
Okay, so Mr. Centaur, what do you want from us right now? Then
the Centaur says first,
if you wanted us dead, we'd be dead.
He motions with his lance that he has, and he points over to the village. And he says, "Get over there with your friends, and we'll talk."
Okay. Although I do have a question. Are we in like an entire sphere of Amethyst? Like, is that the dealio here? Or is it just the sky? As we're walking back.
Yeah, as you're walking, they're trotting along around you. He says, "I haven't really thought about that yet." I'm assuming Kaisiax would know.
Oh, he would.
Maybe Vinny or Vixa would, too.
Well, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so you guys get back over to the village, and you all grouped up. They're not really like pointing their weapons at you or anything. They're just basically just following alongside you. So you guys group up again. And Vinny here is.
Hey, what were you guys up to?
Nothing.
Very important business.
Yeah, math and stuff. You would be so boring for you.
Right.
Yeah, we were trying to
I'm
calculate
better at
volume
math than
displacement
you
of
are.
water.
Well, I'm the accountant, so I'm learned in math.
Still don't know why we have him in charge
Oh,
of
okay.
the
Plus and minus, real hard.
Yeah,
You have to
let's
multiply
see you
sometimes.
balance an income statement. We don't
Is
have
it a
those.
series? Is it a series of plus and minus?
Maybe.
The funny thing is Talvo actually probably does know, like, had more of a formal education than anyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, a noble's son, right? Or merchant's son.
Yeah, he was a merchant.
So you
I was also
you
a
really
merchant.
do know how to balance an income statement. Just
Why
enough
you don't
penny in
work?
one.
So anyways, so so
so
now that you
unified.
guys are all here, Vinny the orc would nod and wave to the others, and he would look at you guys and say, Kaisiax does wish to meet with you, as I'm sure you presumed. But he requires you to leave your weapons and pledge your obedience in his presence.
That's a good question.
He nods.
Do you know what he wants to do with us other than have our artifacts?
It depends on if he views you as valuable.
Do you think he'd view me as valuable?
You're quite the specimen.
Have my hat.
Fuck.
This is not the time to have a low substack, man.
Fuck.
I
Okay.
suspect that he would be willing to work with you, yes, but Kaisiax also has different criteria for evaluating such things.
Yeah, I'm surprised he viewed you guys as more valuable than us. That's really interesting.
Stop trying to enrage them into combat.
I'm not trying to enrage him into combat. I'm simply stating an obvious fact.
When you say this to
I
so
will
Vinny is the
fight you
one who's been
myself.
speaking, and Vinny looks at you with very keen eyes.
Okay. I thought you meant that the centaurs were speaking.
No,
yeah,
no,
Vinny.
this is Vinny speaking. He's very well spoken for an orc. Not that you would know.
Wow.
You don't know
Wow.
any orcs.
Wow.
He's very erudite.
Surprisingly coherent for a Scotsman.
Okay, so he looks
over.
at me.
To be clear, orcs aren't Scotsmen. They just exist in like highland areas for the most part because they've been pushed out of a lot of the other areas.
Oh, really? They've been displaced from their other areas and pushed into the Highlands, and they're not Scots?
You know, you put it that way, and that would definitely. Yeah. No, but there's a. Okay. Well. I don't have anything
He goes,
to
no,
say.
but oh well.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, Vinny makes sense. But allying with centaurs and Solomon and Oof and Addy doesn't make any sense. Maybe Oof. He's a specimen, being that, weird crossbreed. I don't know how that quite happened.
The leader
But I mean, look-
centaur would. He would
Go ahead.
respond to you, and he would say, Bilbo, he'd say, you may find it odd that we have allied ourselves with Kaisiax, but after witnessing his power, we have faith that our vengeance will be fulfilled in one way or another.
Well,
You will either be given to us, or made his slave, one way or another.
oh, thanks for confirming that. And I'm gonna telepathically say to Bree, hey, do you want a plane shift now? You want to get out of here? Like with the genie.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I say the command for the genie to come out.
Okay. And as you do this, I forgot to mention that you have Jordy and Biora with you guys still. They would have just been like hanging out though.
Yeah.
But
Would
as
Biora have had any sort of input here?
he's been fascinated by this, but he would not have interact. He wouldn't. He's very very new to your guys' group, and he's not even really a part of your group necessarily.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really have any input on this part. But as you tell Bree to summon the genie, and the genie gets summoned, Biora whispers over to you, Adau. He's like, "I'm not sure it's actually going to work."
Yeah, I mean, of course not.
I'll find out.
Well,
Yeah, the genie is
Great
summoned.
fucking time to speak up, asshole.
Does
yeah,
the-
thanks, Biora.
Jesus
Does,
Christ.
do you tell
Well, okay,
the-
when Biora says this, I'll say, hey, actually, can I look at what the genie can do? Because, I mean, Adau would know.
Sure
Okay.
thing, yeah.
Genie, swirling air. Yeah, nothing worthwhile, honestly.
If it doesn't work, we can major image us plane shifting, so they think we plane shifted.
That would be interesting, actually. Yeah, we can try that. Well, I'm not going to be a slave, so, not happening. This is why we hate you, by the way, because you think that's acceptable. So I go ahead and try.
Do not care for the S word, man.
Yeah, so the genie tries to plane shift you guys out, grabbing onto you guys in a quick circle that it makes, or like probably literally uses like its wind power to like kind of like whoosh, like suck you guys all in towards it, and it casts plane shift, and nothing happens.
Yeah.
And the genie looks to you, Bree, and says, "I did it like normal." And the centaur, you see the lead one, takes his helmet, puts it on his head, and he looks at you all and he says, now muffled by his helmet, he says, he says, "We were content to live free in the forests and defend the wellspring, but you have squandered that for us, and we will squander your existence for you." And he starts lowering his lance to charge.
Quick, break the
Hey.
roof.
First of all, I don't think Kaisiax would like that very much without being able to at least speak to him first. He is able to channel the Great Purple One. I feel like Kaisiax would, wanna talk to that before you try and kill him, like, immediately.
The Great Purple One came to me in a dream once.
Vinny the orc kind of like laughs and he's like, "You think Kaisiax has any respect for the purple dragon?
Oh, they're both purple.
That pitiful worm."
What do you say?
So, what, Kaisiax just wants this guy to die without even getting to speak to him?
Yeah, I thought we had knowledge.
Kaisiax will
She
bring
was
him
gonna get
back
rid of
if he
that.
so deems it necessary.
Okay,
Oh,
then why
well,
waste
You
the
can't talk
effort?
about a guy. You can't be talking about a guy's girl like that in front of him, dude.
So Vinny kind of like also starts pulling out swords, one in each hand, and he says, "We would have liked to be peaceful about it, but if you resist."
There's nothing peaceful about being a slave.
Look,
my
I
guy.
didn't
I need you to
consent to
understand
resisting,
this.
okay?
The threat of slavery is a threat of violence.
No.
You will all die.
And at this point, the villagers have like run back inside of their little houses. Like they're not gonna help either way. They
Yeah, then I say let's move this away from them. They're chill.
We don't want to destroy their homes. Or maybe we do, I don't know. But I
they
don't
were
think
chill.
everyone did. They seem pretty chill.
Like also could be like meeting a really nice person in like deep Tennessee.
Yeah, they were
Like,
fine.
you never
Sucked
know.
at hacky sack, but you know.
Yeah.
Look, so guys,
We
can
didn't find
them
out, but
because he
I'm
did
willing to
just
guess
take
they also
Kaisiax.
sucked at frisbee.
True.
Yeah, we
Well,
look at New York like
but so-
you made this golf course. Well, dude, let's
Yeah.
go.
Like, okay, but he did just say Kaisiax can return them, so fighting here won't achieve anything. Best case scenario, we all get resurrected.
Yeah, but he's not here right now. He is a dragon.
He's like over
You know?
there.
Yeah, he's a so
Fine.
what?
Fuck, I guess we'll fight and lose everything and then
I
die
can
and
teleport
be
everybody to
resuscitated without
him.
any spell slots.
I assume it's not going to fail because there's 3 structures in the vicinity, and we're
And
looking
then the
at where
centaur
it is.
successfully charges Adau because I distracted him for so long. that he fucking
Yeah.
died.
pretty much at this point, as you guys are talking, the centaurs they've all started to charge, and we'll pick up there next time with the centaurs and Vinny charging at you guys.
Oh boy.
How many times I have to teach you this lesson, four-legged man?
They're going to get revived. It won't achieve anything.
They won't get revived right now, and if they do, then cope and
Okay,
see.
so we kill them. What happens next?
I don't
We
know.
stand here and be unable to leave anyways?
Yeah.
I was thinking about just hiding and letting you guys figure it out, but well, we can see what happens.
Let's see. I have 2 uses of teleport. One on the hat before the dragon takes it from me.
Look, best case scenario, we don't need to get revived and ran out of spell slots. Alright? Worst case scenario, we don't get revived.
It's not ideal. I don't have another sheet.
Yeah, look, yeah, there's no satisfactory end to this encounter except the dragon's death, and we're not capable of that right now, so it's just, you know...
We'll have to see what you
I'll
guys figure out.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be it for tonight's session.
Darn.
We'll see what happens next time. I'm excited to see what you guys figure out.
I am terrified.
I knew I shouldn't have fucking come here. Fuck.
This is the second
Please let
time
this
you
be a
guys
whole field trip.
have been trapped by an anti-teleport thing.
Yeah.
The other time was also when their Talvo hated it because he was trapped underground. But
Oh,
For like 3 hours, mind you. Granted, it was like 2 months in real life, but it was like 3
No,
hours.
it was like 2
it was a
weeks.
few days. Well, it was only a few
2 weeks.
days, but
We only
Yeah.
rested twice,
yeah.
I think.
But but
It was a very long
honestly,
time in real life. though.
honestly, Talvo TSM was just role playing what it might have felt like knowing you're trapped underground, where it might have felt like that long, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a
Eons.
pirate.
Decades.
I'm on the fucking
That's-
great
yeah, that's
blue
also
with
true,
the fucking
actually.
sky over
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, that's true. Being a sailor and a pirate means that you probably wouldn't do so well being trapped underground for a few days straight.
He's like, man, the
we hate
ground is really
landlubbers.
still. I hate this.
Yeah.
I hate
Hi.
landlubbers, but that's like super landlubbing, man. That's being in it.
Yeah. Well, that will do it for us, though. We will see how the group handles this new challenging scenario next time. So thanks for hanging out, everyone, and we'll see you next time. I think we should be good for next week. At least I will be.
Yo,
So
I should be good for all of
I- Might be.
okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll let everyone know, and yeah. Bye bye.
Goodbye.